It has been a long time coming, but I am so excited, so blessed, so privileged to be the one to tell you guys that Marvel 3 is back on the main stage here at CEO 2021. My name is Proxy. Persia, one of the people that made me want to do the thing that I'm doing now, finally getting to sit down with you.
Bro,
how are you doing?
Don't get me in my feels
Dude,
this early. We just started. Don't get me in my feels. I am excited. I am excited. Top 8 Marvel 3. It's Sunday, finals day. We are here. You know, I was just telling Proxy how Tampa Never Sleeps has been holding it down. He's been holding it down on the mic. I'm a massive lurker sometimes in the chat. And, you know, he's been doing the thing. So I'm blessed. I'm honored to be on the mic with you, my dude. All right? And we're going to kill it today because this top 8 is going to be so sick. We've got so many interesting players in this top 8 and some people that I feel like it's been a long time coming for them to be in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is seeing these particular names on this top 8. I don't think it's a surprise to anyone. But seeing the order of them might be a little bit of a surprise here. Winner's side, Romora, not too much of a surprise here. I say it all the time. People always laugh. Oh, now that I see Romora in the bracket, I know we can get second. Romora is the picture-perfect consistency. Find a tournament that doesn't have a top 8 Romora. I would love to see it from you. Romora is incredible, and he's going to be facing off against Escalante, another player, picture-perfect consistency. 9th place, I think, at worst at TNS Atlanta, and other than that, has been top 8s all the way through.
And Escalante has been playing for quite some time against some of the most difficult players to play against in New York. So for him to be here right now and also having another New York player in this top 8, but in the loser side, I think is a bold statement here because Escalante has been going toe-to-toe with a lot of the people in New York for a long time. And for him to be in the winner's side here, I think is proof in the pudding of how far he's come.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and talk about the other side of winners semis, though, because this one is also very, very godlike, all right? I'm tired of saying it's interesting. It is godlike.
Dude,
we've got Panda's
seriously.
Punk in here, winners top 8 side, going against Jason Game Dev, a man of the people in the Marvel community, always holding it down as well, doing great things for all of us, you know, holding down salty sweets years and years, of, you know, over time. So it's really awesome to see him in this top 8 because obviously we all know him, love him well for the things he does in the community, but people be sleeping on him in the game, but they're not going to be doing that anymore. It's going to be really fun to see those two play against each other. But let's talk about the top 8 losers side, Proxy.
Dude, Ranmasama and DXP. DXP has had some of the most explosive results playing one of the strongest point-heavy teams, the triple anchor, you could call it, with the Vergil Doom Strider. Has been doing so well, facing off against Ranmasama, an old head, someone you've been seeing for a very long time, who is super buff now, by the way. Ranmasama looking really good.
Right?
It's really ridiculous. It's going to be the other side of losers is Rayray. Rayray in the loser side is a little bit of a surprise, but Rayray, dude, he's got some momentum that it's hard to explain. You have to see him play to see the way that things have been going for him. Rayray is still a threat to take the tournament, but the first hurdle for him might be the toughest one. Not enough damage. Ned actually coming through for the losers for this one.
Exactly. If anybody was going to be on this top 8, I'm glad it's these guys. We're going to kick it over to Alex.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to CEO 2021 Offline Finals Day.
Look at that, works the crowd.
Somebody called into work today, so my boss asked me if I could fill in. So first, I just want to say thank you guys for an amazing weekend. We're excited to kick off Finals Day. You guys are amazing. You guys have been compliant, having fun. What do you guys think of CEO this year?
Was exactly what I needed.
Well, with that, we're going to get started. So welcome to the ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Finals Top 8.
You know, every match is like a grand finals match when you're watching Marvel in 2021.
Introducing first, Panda's Punk.
The man of many top 8. Whoa, almost taking out himself. It's all right. You know, we're gonna get in this ring We're going to play some Marvel.
Yeah, get used to seeing Punk walk up, a talented guy who is multi-game. And I think the biggest thing about Punk is, dude.
And his opponent, who's been kicking ass online, putting together Marvel 3 with Tong all over the community. Let's give it up for Jason Game Dev.
There's nothing I could expect better.
Exactly. This is the perfect way to start this top 8.
All right, guys, I just want to open up the day. Tong Lee will be your MC for the rest of Marvel. Everyone, welcome Tong Lee to take over. Thank you.
Now, Tong Lee.
Dude, excited to have Tong on the mic. Tong, obviously one of the biggest opponents of Marvel, being able to do the thing as he's done. But Punk actually going through Rayray, Giobron, and Shaw on his way here. Shaw, for those that don't know, was the best player in Florida for a while, an incredibly strong Morrigan player. And then Jason Game Dev, 3-2 all the way through, 3-2 not enough damage, 3-2 Ram Bam, 3-2 Angelic, 3-2 Sondalite. Jason Game Dev has had arguably the hardest bracket to make it here and has been just by the skin of his teeth every single time.
And it's always hilarious because he's almost in more disbelief than anybody else when he wins the sets. It's so funny. He's just such a humble guy. Definitely just loves Marvel. And seeing that love shine through and then getting him into the top 8 winner side, I love to see it. 2021 Marvel. It's a beautiful sight.
Say absolutely. I mean, Parsec has done an amazing thing for us, being able to play the game the way that we do, everybody able to grind. And that was one of the things I saw on Twitter that was the most exciting thing to see, was the people from the different Marvel, like the Parsec grind service, things like that, all the different communities. There's so many different communities out there who have their champions, their heroes. Jason is one of the people that enables all of us to be able to do the things that we do. He is honestly like the tech support for the entirety of the Marvel community. The resurgence of Marvel, the way that it has come, does not happen without Jason. Exactly. So to see him get what he deserves here in top 8, incredible.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And that only happens here at CEO 2021. We're about to get our first match of top 8. Oh my goodness.
Dude.
The feeling of a Sunday finals Marvel. We get the walkouts with the music. We get it all. What a treat.
I think one of the most nerve-wracking things here is Punk is the only multi-team threat in the tournament currently. Everyone we know we're going to see. Punk plays 3 separate teams at a high enough level to represent them here. And it's not like other people don't play characters like that. It's just that Punk swaps between the teams. I would say the expected best pick for him will be the Daywalker, Wolverine. But he's more than capable with Morrigan. He's been playing Point Magneto all the way through. We could see just about anything. He has a different counter pick for just about anything they show him.
I would say against Jason, I would like to see the Wolverine, of course.
I agree.
I feel like Wolverine does well against Jason's team, just very oppressive. And honestly, you know, Punk is an amazing player. That's why he's here in Winners Top 8. But there is also an advantage to, you know, Marvel not being your main game, right? A little bit of ignorance is bliss sometimes. Lets you go for those, you know, risky plays and those, you know, true 50-50s and stuff like that. And that's what I like to see out of Punk.
No, absolutely. So as we get rolling in this first game, Jason Game Dev first blood on the reset after a couple fireballs connect. This should be an easy kill on Wolverine. Astral Vision to go with it too.
Yep, okay, he's going to go for the DHC here. Wants to bring Doom in, nullify some of those projectiles out of the way. But getting in on Morrigan now is not going to be an easy feat for Doom.
Yeah, Doom going to take a lot of damage already. Astral Vision activated again. Punk, really the mission here is just build up 2 meters, save Doom as long as you can, but he can't save him for long. Another grip of damage down. Dr. Doom, not long for this world.
He is out of there. Wolverine coming back in. Not much life to give, but gets right underneath that Soul Fist with the Berserker slash. Holy smokes.
Oh,
Oh,
TC.
he blocked it. That was clutch.
Yeah, TC block is huge. Gets another Astral Vision here. Blocks the dive kick, pushes away. But now, if anything, it's SoCal taught me, plan A is in.
Right? The game might have just begun right now. Just kidding. We've got a Vergil too. Doesn't even matter.
Oh, so Jason is going to be able to, assuming the completion of the combo, yes, is going to be able to take the first game here. A little bit of momentum on Jason's side. That was a great start. And that is the important thing for Jason, whether it's X Factor, whether it's all 5 meters. As long as he can keep Morrigan alive, he's always in it. Certainly his strongest character.
Exactly. I mean, Punk has been managing to find his way through the bullet hell, but once he's up close, Jason kind of has been taking advantage of the scramble, but here we go. Finally, Punk gets a solid hit here. He's going to be able to do some damage. We've seen him get these loops time and time again, but we've also seen very, veteran Wolverine players not get that loop. So that is very impressive to me on Punk's end. But Morrigan is out. Ooh, going for the median, just catches Doom on the way down. Jason might have been trying to press a button. And obviously, Punk knows what time it is. We need to get Vergil in here and out of the game. And that is what we're gonna do because the X Factor is always saved to kill Vergil.
Oh, it's going to be just enough. And yeah, X Factoring to kill your opponent's Dark Anchor, almost always strategically the right call. It's going to be looking for the dive kick to stifle Doom. Jason wants to play it slow here. Punk knows the only way he can lose this is an overextension. He's going to play it slow. If Punk has it his way, I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout. But no, cross-up dive kick instead. But Jason has a better X Factor.
My goodness. I mean, you said it perfectly. He can only lose if he overextends right now. And losing Wolverine might be the snowball effect that he needs, but a massive drop from Jason. Maybe just too fast with the X Factor level 3 on his side, giving Punk the opportunity to close this out and tie it up 1-1.
And a really nice fix on the combo there from Punk. That super from Doom was maybe a little too high. The quick DHC to swords was the perfect way to ensure that it fixed.
Exactly.
Really, really smart from Punk.
Right back into it.
Okay, managed to evade the dive kick there. Tries to go and fly over. Wolverine party time, but here come the missiles. Moves the combo out of the way.
Love it. Very smart decision. Gets the side TAC this time, and oh, he dropped it. I was just about to give him props. He was landing those yesterday.
Oh, it was a little close, but no, Jason's able to get the tag here. Brings in Vergil. Something you see from Jason quite often is he would rather have Vergil on point. He'd rather give away his anchor, but have the stronger opportunity with Vergil missiles.
Vergil with assists. Obviously, Vergil is a good character, but
Yes.
Vergil with assists just takes him to another level. So being comfortable with him on point is something we've seen more and more in recent years of Marvel.
Okay, gets him with the round trip there, building a ton of meter back. Rapid flash. He's able to answer there with the super. Doesn't go for anything else, though. Couldn't DHC into Wolverine. I think he's already in Berserker Charge, and that is a great air-to-air.
Perfect confirm. Another side TAC here, but this time from Jason's side. He's like, let me show you how it's done real quick. Oh, just kidding. I dropped him too.
Oh, no, dude. And the foot dive to answer the super. The worst part is Jason already invested the meter now, so having that vamped off Punk has a huge advantage. He's going to be able to tag his team back in the perfect order after the kill. Jason,
oh my goodness. Combos are dropping left and right now, but all 3 characters are alive on each side somehow.
Teleports across, looking for the double cross up, gets him with the missiles. X Factor, absolutely. Double edge here, being able to save his meter and get the health back on Doom. Great game planning here from Jason.
Yes, this is a great opportunity for him to kind of reel it back in. It was getting a little hectic, a little chaotic there, but now is the time to reset, get the Morrigan going, assert yourself. Right now, it really should all be in Jason's hands. There's no X Factor left on the field, and like we said before, an overextension is really going to be the downfall here for Jason. So he just needs to stay solid, but the DHC actually catches him.
That's okay. He was a little too far there to be able to complete the sword loop. Goes for the cross-up, jumping heavy, has an incredible hitbox. Don't you ever forget, dude.
Morrigan must be respected when she is in the air.
Astral Vision, gonna start laying down that self-covering fire. I hear the American Gladiators, bro. The tennis ball cannon is raining down. The missiles interrupt the swords, but he still finds the launcher.
The launch. Punk just so good at dashing in, finding that sweet spot underneath the soul fists, and just getting the damage in where he can, whether it's just a launch or something else. But we've got 8 seconds left.
Yeah, tick, tick, tick. Time is running out here. 6 seconds left on the clock. Jason goes into Devil Trigger with those missiles coming down. I think that is the end. Jason is going to make it 2-1 now. Punk, we got to see some adaptations and quick. He has to win the point war. 99 seconds. If Morrigan gets away, it's not been going his way. He has to find the throw, the dive kick, whatever it takes.
And we're already seeing him start the game by holding forward, trying to stay as close as possible. But time and time again, we have seen him be able to get underneath those soul fists and hit Morrigan, and it's been paying off. It actually made Jason second guess himself right there. She was on the ground. We never see her on the ground like that.
Absolutely. That was a good reaction from Punk, too. Jason, that was a very I know that you know. Jason low profiles the beam. He sees the mashing of the crouching light and knows he can go in for the dive kick. Oh, okay, tried to hit him with the... Oh, dude, we still call that the Ricky, of course.
Yes, of course.
Jumped over
Didn't
it.
spin the X Factor on it, though. Wants to maybe keep more options in his pocket.
Yeah, when your opponent still has their own Vergil, it's really tough to spend your own X Factor. That was an amazing block on the Rapid Slash, not expecting him to corner himself.
Yeah, the defense right now is really paying off.
Ooh.
Went for the X Factor punish. Whoa, he tried to go for the TAC to avoid getting hit by the missile.
Oh, the X Factor timing is so good here. Wolverine goes down. 2 mix-ups to go here for Jason. X Factor running out for Punk, so Chip is going to become a factor quickly, but Chip is not the answer. It's going to be a clean hit. Devil Trigger, he's going to be able to convert.
Oh, yeah. Easy. Oh, my goodness. The combo drops right now are really sending this match into an unpredictable territory, honestly.
DC from Punk is very good. He's going to get a lot of life back on Dr. Doom. Jason coming in with his own Doom. Oh, needs to find the hit here. Huge meter advantage for Punk, but that's 2 off. He beams him out of the first one.
Punk is in a great position right now, and he definitely needs this game if he wants to stay on the winner's side.
Tipped over, good escape. Jason has a lot of real estate to work with now, but he chooses to go in instead. He's going to try and find that foot dive when he can. Needs to be careful for the Helm Breaker. Good spacing.
Oh, actually got the cross under to keep Doom in the corner and lands the hit. If he just finishes this combo, he could tie it up. But to refrain from commentators' curse, I will wait until KO. All right, Punk ties it up 2-2. Proxy, we're going into the last game.
Dude, game 5 on the first set. What could be
Who
better?
Who do you like?
As far as the advantages go, I've got to say, if Punk, again, can find the hit, as long as within the first 10 seconds, Punk can find some kind of offensive pressure, I really like Punk in this. If Jason uncontested gets the first Astral Vision off, I think Jason's going to be headed to Winners Finals.
Oh, I love the adjustment from Jason right there. At knowing Punk's style this whole set, getting underneath the soul fist. Now he's throwing buttons on the way down to catch Punk going for that. If that's not conditioning, I don't know what is.
Yeah, and now he's going to have to be forced to raw attack, but raw attacking is Morrigan. One of the most brutal things you can do. Half the life off of Doom.
Ouch.
Astral Vision is still rocking here. Punk is able to fly over, but flying over only can do so much. Morrigan is continuing to rain hell.
Wolverine back in, already eating so much chip, and now he's dead. And now he's dead. Vergil, though, Vergil inbound. However, Jason, he wants to set up the insurance. He's got the Gucci ball. He's got the missile, setting up the round trip.
He backs off.
Yeah, he had to back off. He didn't get the glitch there, but here we go. Gets the X Factor. Just needs to finish the combo to take the set.
He's going to go for the first super.
Is it a perfect?
Doesn't even need the DHC. Jason Game Dev pops off and well deserved.
Let's go, Jason Game Dev out here. Yo, the death stare? Yeah, shake my hand.
Waiting for the fist bump. Let's go. Jason, well deserved, is going to take that in a crucial game 5. 3-2. Punk very well played. We will see him again in the losers bracket.
That was a good one.
If that isn't the best way to start it off, I just don't know what is, man.
I'm saying, that was such a godlike start. And I can't wait to see more of Jason in this winner's side.
Yes.
He's going to ride that momentum throughout the rest of it. And honestly, though, total Marvel classic. 2-2, super close all the way, and in the last game, it's just a blow up. It happens like that so many times, but Punk is still in it. He's going to be going to the loser side, and honestly, the loser side is so scary.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, that is one of the things about Marvel. One of the things about most games these days, the way that we've gotten to in the FGC, no free rides, no free pools. Every single tournament bracket is so difficult, especially with Marvel, because everyone that's left with Marvel is a fiend. Yep. Everyone that's left has been playing this whole time. The tech is incredible. You're going to run into matchups you've never seen. You're going to run into players that you've never heard of, and they're going to do the sickest stuff you've ever seen. You're going to be like, how have I not found you before? Where have you been this whole time?
I mean, Marvel is a beautiful game in the sense that, you know, all of the new... Oh, wait,
all right,
hold
guys,
up.
coming up
Put a
next,
pin in that.
hailing from New York,
Oh, snap.
one of the best Morrigans, Escalante!
So as I said, for Escalante, has not dropped a game yet in this tournament. It's looking like the favorite to win coming in.
We've played so much Marvel at Mash Fest over the years.
Yeah, everybody's getting defeated by these stairs, though. That's the matchup we need to work.
Stairs are a 10-0 matchup.
Oh, dude.
Yes, embrace it. Oh! Yes!
That's what I like.
This is top 8. You get your intro music. We're in the ring.
Oh, I appreciate
Savor
that there
it.
from Ethan, man. Really,
Enjoy
really good to
it.
see. And Ethan, just one of the nicest guys in the community.
Right? And he's super quiet, too. So for him to
And
do
his
that is really
opponent,
awesome.
hailing from every city in the country, the World Warrior himself, Romora!
Here's the top 8 winner side.
Romora, self-dubbed the Spammer. We love Romora so much. As I said, picture-perfect consistency throughout the season with all here at Marvel, whether it's Parsec or offline. He's always been doing his thing. And even the offline tournament, he's at everything. This guy travels like just everywhere. He's ahead of the game on teleportation. I don't know how he gets there.
Yeah, I feel like the pandemic really showed us, you know, who took the time to grind or who, you know, just took the time to take a little break and relax. But I feel like Romora's definitely been on the grind consistently.
Absolutely, and that was the thing that I told Romora. When he got into top 8, he came up to me. And he was so excited. He was popping off, and it was me and Sandwich staying together. And he's going crazy, shaking. He was like, "Oh, top 8 winners!" And I looked at him, and I looked at Sandwich, and I said, "I want you to notice that me and Sandwich are not popping off because this is expected. You're this good, and if you keep playing this good, you're going to keep seeing results like this."
Absolutely. And you know what? Get you guys some friends like Proxy and Sandwich because that's facts right there. Sometimes that's what you need to hear.
That's every player. Every player from top 24 up was a threat to make it to grand finals. There was the quality of this bracket was incredible. So for the people to make it to top 8 the way that they did is no surprise to me that any of these guys have put in the work and made it to where they are.
Even the last match of top 24 last night.
Yes.
Rayray versus Angela.
That's grand finals at any tournament.
That is a grand finals match. Holy smokes. I could not believe it.
Oh.
You know, that was the appetizer to what we were going to see today, to say the very least. So many more good matches on the way. We got the button checks underway.
But Romora coming off of 2 big wins in his bracket, actually had a win over Living Legend and actually beat KBR to qualifying winners. Was the one that sent KBR to losers. Ethan, as I said, no games dropped. DXP, Prophet, Based Rib, the Cat Daddy, all going down 3-0. A 3-0 win over DXP is a statement from Ethan. DXP is a player they had a little bit of trouble with last time they played. So really, really good to see him. You can tell he's been making the adjustments on the individual matchups.
Yep. It's definitely going to be the players that have just never stopped playing this whole time that are going to have that little bit of extra experience in certain situations. Because Marvel, like I was saying earlier, it's a beautiful game in terms of we don't get patches. We don't decide, oh, this is too OP, dev, please help us. No, we live with it and we learn with it.
No, we at Rambam on Twitter and say, can you help me? Please give me the tech. Shouts to Rambam. I love you, buddy. But as we continue, dude, Escalante got the first Astral Vision off so well, gets a clean hit, 0 already out of the game here. Romora falling a little bit behind in this game 1.
Escalante's Morrigan can be so oppressive, and sometimes he will turn on the rushdown with her just for fun. But bringing in the Magneto now, we want to get the problem out of here. A lot of up backing right now from Romora. He's gonna catch both of them.
Yeah.
Did Magneto land in it? Yes, he did.
And that super was just a DHC out, but there's a drop. He still gets Doom, and he still gets Magneto a couple in a row. Very fortunate from Romora. Escalante, Morgan, not going to be able to block the incoming. This should be enough to finish, but he doesn't get the teleport. Morgan's still alive.
And now Escalante popping X Factor here. Definitely not going to be easy. Very nice to go for that string to nullify the damage on round trip on the return. Still alive here. Got a lot of life back from that X Factor as well. And just trying to avoid the missiles here.
DP no cancel. Gets a clean hit. He maybe could have level 3 to get away from that, but no. Instead, he's going to save on the meter. Doesn't want to spend it all at once. That's a crucial decision in the end. He's going to look for the chip. A couple missed fireball cancels in a row. A little bit of execution from Escalante, man. Tighten it up.
And Vergil is down. It's coming down to a 1-on-1 against Doom and Morrigan. And I don't know. This is going to be a little tough for Doom. But if Romora just plays it safe and finds his way in, which he is kind of doing right now, he should be okay. He has a little bit of a life lead and obviously no assists to worry about on Morrigan's side.
Yeah, not having missiles is a really detriment to here to Morrigan. Still having a better matchup on Dr. Doom, but not being able to prevent him from staying at that 45-degree angle can be really tough, but now has him locked on the ground. Every fireball carries so much weight. Nothing to gain the life back.
Like taking the chip right now just feels that much worse. So you can see Romora trying to push his way in, but that's what happens when you start getting desperate to close the gap. You start getting a few hits that you really don't want to take. But that was a really close match because Romora got a fat happy birthday right at the beginning, and Escalante managed to keep his composure despite losing what I think are his two best characters. I think his Morrigan is godlike, but his Magneto, I think, is better.
Absolutely. I think that he is definitely one of those players where every single piece of the team is a huge threat. Okay, so being able to run away a little bit here, spacing himself out. A lot of the times you see Zeros go for Sogenmu to counter the Astral Vision, but unfortunately Romora never had an opportunity, was just immediately caught in the fireball hell, had to go for the tag onto Doom. Now that he has the meter though, might want to DHC into Zero, and he's going to, it looks like.
I mean, I agree. Try to use your busters where you can.
Okay, goes for the heavy fireball. Had to tag again. Doesn't want to give away the health on Zero. Doom is going to have to take the brunt of the force.
Yep, and just chipping away at him. Doom is down. Zero, though, getting a throw, but not much you can really do off of it at that point.
Yeah, Zero, while probably the best character in the game, has a little bit of trouble converting on his own without X Factor.
Yeah, definitely, but he might just save that X Factor for Vergil. At this point, you know, get the damage that you can, but now the game's really going to start.
Oh, the worst part, though, is the Soul Drain connected. Now no meter for Romora. He has to block until he has 1 meter. Activating without swords is going to be a huge detriment unless he can find like a Helm Break or something like that. See, and that's unfortunate. He had to X Factor on Escalante's terms, and that is the biggest victory you can get as Escalante. Enforcing a defensive X Factor from a player like Romora in that situation is the biggest possible win.
Yep. And honestly, after that first game, you know, Escalante's feeling a certain way about snapping Vergil in and not getting the hit, and then it really coming back to bite him. So, you know, when you, obviously you want to snap in Vergil, but when you snap in Vergil, getting that incoming mix-up is crucial because if he gets away, it can be very dangerous for your team, even though he might not be the anchor at that point, because that's how good players are with this character. He could be played in any position now. Yeah,
he's been optimized to the point where it's just too crucial. He's the key to the door at almost every stage. But that is a wake-up snap from Romora. Snap to Magneto though.
I like that snap, though, just to stop her from throwing that Soul Fist, just to shake up the game plan from Escalante here.
Say absolutely. Fastest normal that you can get out as Zero spending the meter. Using that EM Disruptor, though, Escalante. The problem with snapping Escalante's Magneto is, as you said, his Magneto's kind of crazy.
Yup. And just like that, pinned him down with the Mag Blast, snuck in the Tri-Jump Light. And now it's time to play the Doom Magneto matchup.
What a fix on the down jump. Oh, but the launcher missile saves him, though. Escalante continuing to hold, dude, hands on the stick, as always.
Always. You always have to be ready.
Magwest connected, was a little scared of the missiles there. Had to go in, Astral Vision.
Got decent damage on Dr. Doom with that shockwave, and then getting Morrigan in on top of that with the DHT is great. However, Romora with a big hit here and the up TAC. This could be his opportunity to not only, oh, just kidding, opportunities out the door.
Okay, continuing with the fireballs here. EM Disruptor says actually stops the missiles. He's going to be forced to X Factor here. Escalante's going to spend it. Oh, yeah, and being able to find that Helmbreaker there on the no cancel from Escalante to mix up the block here.
Ooh, there we go. Catching Magneto with the missiles. You know, the dash under, the missiles going up. Which side is it going to be? No one really knows.
Ooh, trying to jump over. Kept it very simple on the mix-up there. Looking for the sword glitch, but the super is the answer. Able to clear that out. X-Factor's gone. And Escalante! Oh, dude, we always say when the game is on the line, same side is always the answer. Escalante helped it ring true.
But so cheeky about it. You know, jumping up forward and then dash back. Down light. Okay, I see you.
One mix-up to go. If Escalante finds the hit, he has the resources to get the kill. He finds the foot dive, and Romora goes with the pause, and Escalante is going to take it 3-0 and head to winners finals there. Oh, Romora, we love to see it.
Winners finals, which means he's going to be playing against Jason, right?
Yes, Jason Game Dev. So a Morrigan mirror here in the winners final. Two very different flavors of Morrigan, though.
That is true.
We have
That
Jason.
is true.
Jason loves to play the long distance, soul drain based gameplay. Escalante, as you said, knows when to flip the switch, very mid range, which I think is rare to see in the modern Morrigan. Not as many Morgans are willing to just hold W on people like he is.
Exactly, yeah. Honestly, they both play Morrigan differently than you would expect to see an average Morrigan. And I think a lot of that has to do with the game has evolved so much over the last couple of years, and
Agreed.
you can play Morrigan in multiple ways. So looking at this top 8, we'll see that Morrigan battle in the winners finals later on, but it's time to move on down to the loser side. The lower side, nah, it's the loser side. They can hold that, but it's okay. That's just gonna make them more hungry to win.
Dude, but it will be Ranmasama and DXP and Rayray, and not enough damage as the matchups coming up. I believe it will be Ranmasama versus DXP next, but we'll find out here with Mr. Tong Lee.
Coming in first, hailing from Louisiana, the master of the pipe himself, Ranmasama!
That's big praise. That's big praise from Zone.
Yeah,
Yo, flex on him. Flex on him.
Get Ranmasama. His never going to the gym. Looking really good. Honestly, as you said, very high praise coming from the top of the Haggar himself, Tong. Ranmasama for a long time was hailed as arguably the best Haggar in the world. Has optimized this team incredibly well as probably one of the best Dormammus too.
I believe we saw Ramna versus KBR yesterday, if I recall correctly.
And
I
his
could be
opponent,
misremembering.
No,
but
3-2.
yeah, it was very
the king
close.
of the
It
new
was very
school.
good. So
hailing from Torrance, California, representing the office, that X Prime!
DXP's been on the grind. Been on, you know, okay, yesterday I was like, isn't he from Vegas? Because every time I go to Vegas, I would see him practicing. I saw him back in the right now with me, so he's out here. So that is trying to get that online experience where he can in a world of online Marvel. And now it looks like it's paid off because he's here in the top 8.
And I just want to do a very DXP is a little bit of a troll in Twitch chat if you've interacted with him, but I just want to say that DXP is also one of the biggest reasons why the community is as strong as it is now. DXP at his office, at his own personal office, holds open casuals for people all the time. When we went to SoCal, everything that TNS did was only happened because DXP was there. DXP has fostered an incredible community in SoCal, has been like one of the 2 major pillars in SoCal to be able to keep that community going, which is one of the most storied, strong communities, obviously. So huge shouts to DXP. Marvel is not the game that it is without this guy. He's been pushing the limits.
Man, our community is godlike, bro.
Serious,
That's all I gotta say. We have godlike players in top 8 who are actually godlike people holding it down for the community day by day. And that's just what happens when you got a 10-year-old game filled with passion and filled with passionate people. You gotta love it.
Yeah, I mean that is the nicest thing about DXP too, is that DXP watched me play, and without me asking, he messaged me on Twitter like the next day with like links to like 4 YouTube videos and was like, "Hey, I optimized your B&Bs."
Yo!
Like he's that type of guy. Like he wants to see, all DXP wants is good ass Marvel,
right?
And he will do whatever it takes to get there. And it's at the point where he's like, "I'll just do it myself. Top 8, I'll do it." Oh.
You know, going all bring it on us. In order to be the best, you got to
Exactly.
beat the best, all right? And he wants everyone at their best, so when he does get this dub, there's no excuses. No excuses.
I was going to say, he'll call you on the nice OS, bro. He'll call you on the excuses, dude. He'll call you on the excuses.
I love it.
Oh, man. Well, this is gonna be a tough matchup. I think that player matchup wise, I actually, maybe hot take, I actually think that Ranmasama is a bad player matchup for DXP. His playstyle and the type of set play that he runs, and having Haggar on the team, I think controls a lot of the stuff that DXP wants to do. Strider is hard to play into Haggar if you're not incredibly experienced in the matchup. And DXP does have great experience, but I don't know that if he's fought Haggars like Ranmasama as often, right?
Exactly. We talked a bit about it before, about how Jason and Escalante have different styles of Morrigan. And Ranmasama's Haggar, in a league of its own, honestly.
Yes.
The things that he goes for, the things that work, the mix-ups, are not really things we always see from other Haggars, or the risks even, but it pays off. And I think, you know, it goes a long way having Dorm in the back, having Magneto in the back as well, to kind of switch up the pace from character to character. But the Haggar is definitely a threat, whether he's full screen or whether he's in your face. He's terrifying.
Absolutely. And DXP showing up that he does know the matchup here. Having Haggar on point with a safe DHC into Dormammu, you need to play the lame stuff here. He finds the stinger, it goes into the super, backs off immediately. He's just looking to chip him down here. Now he forces 2 meters out. DXP, huge win for him. And he is able to get the X Factor too.
And actually force DXP to use his X Factor as well, because DXP wants to keep his momentum right now. He does not want to give Ranma a turn, and he's been doing a great job at keeping him contained as well.
Able to use the 1 meter to get the kill. Both X Factors off the table. DXP having the full team intact. Huge advantage here for him. Gotta be careful about navigating the lariat on these mix-ups, though. He's gonna block.
Yo,
no!
He didn't block. Might have relied too much on the Gucci belt to do the work for him right now. Gets the up TAC.
Are we gonna be able to go for the full infinite?
Let's go. Okay, no, he's keeping it safe, keeping
Very
it
nice.
simple.
I'll say, I thought we were about to get the let's get boring shots to Monday. Almost got there.
No, this is tournament combos, all right? We're doing the stuff that's going to kill you immediately.
Ooh, good dash up from DXP. Disrespectful way to get out there against Haggar. Usually going for that meaty pipe. And now Haggar again. The life is getting so low here. Blocking just about anything will do it. And he almost converts off the Strider.
So close. So close. Back to the full screen fight, though, here.
Yeah, just chucking in photons, doing whatever he can to control the space, looking for the beam. And again, another one of those situations where every single projectile that is blocked hurts so bad here.
I know. DXP just going full keep away, full zoner right now until he finds the foot dive to make that Vajra connect.
Okay, he's able to go for the missiles. Yeah, this should be enough. All he needs to do is press the team super button, and that will do it. And that's just kind of checkmate for Ranmasama there. DXP, first game.
He played it perfectly, went complete zoner tactics, didn't even take any risky plays. The only time he ever pushed forward is when he had his assist, but Ramna stayed in his face this time because he knew backing up was not going to be the play. And that oppression might be it for Vergil now, right off the bat.
Chaotic Flame, certainly going to kill here. He's going to try and set himself up for a nice mix-up. Here comes the Flame Carpet.
Yeah,
good dash out.
You must get away from the Flame Carpet. But, ooh, the air-to-air. Oh, and almost the conversion. Almost.
From super jump height, he's one of the only Dormammus that's got those, man. Able to push him away with the Haggar, though. And I love just the 2L to protect his Haggar. So smart. Jumping over, has to block the foot dive here. DXP is forced to be the aggressor.
Oh, actually gets hit. Did not get the unflying time. Was dashing around just a bit too much.
Legion not going to really do too much. This is arguably the best Strider and the active Strider player in the world here in DXP, so very comfortable to play it on point. Him and amongst Shadows.
Yep, he definitely put in so much work with his Strider yesterday. So many really close and clutch comebacks. I mean, it's what got him here into this top 8, absolutely. So
very rare drop from DXP, but that's okay. He's able to close it.
Oh my God.
Dude, the mix-up game. Oh, the foot dive looks like it's supposed to cross up. He ends up same side. And mixing up Haggar, you know he can just land and be fully invincible.
Exactly. That was like a mind game right there. Lived on a pixel though, like the Mare does. Gonna be able to DHC out. Now Magneto has to put in some work. I mean, you still have 2 characters, but you don't want to call Haggar right now. You really don't. Oh, and just a slide into the X Factor.
Oh, it goes for the tag back into Dr. Doom. This is he tags back because it will kill faster and it's better meter gain here. He can tag back into Strider. Here comes the orbs. Oh, dude, DXP's got him pondering right now. Dude, just the orbs too much, bro.
He's contemplating about life real quick. I mean, X Factor is great and all, but if you can't get in.
Yeah, Birds bombs the whole zoo, everything completing, just not letting Ranmasama get across the screen here. He's got, I was going to say, he's got a pipe and a dream, but the dream is not quite strong enough here. Set point now for
The
DXP.
pipe and the dream just turned into a pipe dream. Dang.
Okay,
all
I see you. Okay.
On to the next match here, and there's the pipe that Romna was looking for last game.
Yeah, this is an amazing starter here. He should be able to kill in a way where he's able to get his set play rolling. So you're going to get to see the strength of Ranmasama's team here. No,
Wow,
okay. The Chaotic
okay.
Flame doesn't have any hits left, so he's not going to get the full set play.
Nice air to air. He saw last game, he just dashed out of that corner. He knew this time around, I need to keep it meaty so that he does not get away.
I like X-Factoring for momentum and getting the kill with Chaotic Flame, but if Strider gets away, this is going to be a nightmare.
He needs to open him up right now. Oh, he hasn't yet. He made it out of the corner. No X-Factor, no meter to DHC, no punish from DXP, and the lariat from Romna in the corner. No fear, Proxy, no fear.
Dude, the wall cling, I feel like, is almost always an execution error, and you hate to see it, but DXP is going to take one on the chin for it. That's going to be Rama getting on the board, 2-1, signs of life. And the crowd is very happy about it. They want to see more of the Haggar here.
Well, ask and you shall receive. We're on to game number 4. DXP only 1 match away from moving on. So Romna really needs to fight for his life. This is loser side.
Okay, he's able to get the round trip rocking. Still just holding that up forward, trying to find his way in. Oh, gets the pipe on Doom. He said that's a warning. Okay, we just blocked the round trip here. The beam comes through. DXP playing it by the book here. He goes DT just to make the projectile even bigger, harder for Haggar to deal with.
Exactly. Judgment Cut is such a good projectile. Covers so much space, but an early X-Factor here from Romna actually gets the happy birthday on top of that. It's going to be the easiest 2 characters down for Romna. Strider coming in now. The meaties immediately X-Factors to get out of the corner, and the lariat again, but no confirm from Romna.
Yeah, I was trying to go for the launcher. Haggar dies, but his sacrifice is not in vain. That is going to be the OTG. Ranmasama not enough to kill. That's okay. Huge advantage here.
He's still
Vajra.
alive.
Wait, Justin Vajra. No, so now the chase is on.
Okay, first hit.
DXP gonna be able to convert this here. 3 meters. He drops the combo, not able to get the kill, and now these orbs, the final stand here for DXP in this game, it looks like.
He has plenty of time. The tag right there might actually be good for DXP, because if he gets enough damage on both of these characters, Magneto's gonna come in with not much life, just about the same life as him, and it's gonna be a one-on-one.
Look at the optimizations here. Goes for the formation A when he gets the throw. It's Strider, glass bones and paper skin. He's gonna go down on 1 super. 2-2.
Romna bringing it back after 2 really strong games right at the start from DXP. Romna showing off his ability to adapt. And that's something we saw a lot out of him in top 24. He makes major adjustments within a single set. 3 out of 5 was never more dangerous than when you're playing against Ramna.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said, we still haven't even seen what makes Rama's team strong. He hasn't gotten to run the set play.
Exactly.
So at this point, he's just doing it all on his own. I said the playbook's not working. To throw it out, it's time to make it up on our own.
That was an input error. It must have been, but no punish from Ramna's side on that raw super.
Yeah, a little too far away. Gets the air throw. That's a great way to start. Doesn't get anything else after it, though. Had already called his assist.
Right.
It didn't want to invest X Factor. He's just jumping in place menacingly. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I would say I feel like Ramna is just so intimidating right now.
Okay, he's going to go for swords. Gets the punish there on the super. If Haggar goes down, this is a huge detriment to the team here for Ranma, and it looks like it's going to happen. DXP off to a lead here, and he goes. He loves to go for the late TAC. He is such an advocate of stealing the meter, taking the early meter. People never expect that late TAC.
Yep. Great. DXP trying to close this one out, getting the hit on Dorm, but could not finish the combo. An air throw here out of Ranma, spinning the X Factor on Vergil. We already know.
Yeah, not surprised in the slightest to get that going. Needs some momentum here. Has Chaotic Flame if he wants it. But no, instead of going for the super, he's just going to go try and go for the air-to-air. DXP wins that out. And now with the X Factor ticking down, DXP has an incredible advantage in this final game. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, yeah, I was going to say, this is
no.
looking a little scary. You know, Magneto and Dormammu, they do have some great synergy, especially when we've got bars to spin.
And he clutched it. Look at the meter. At the last hit got him the meter. Oh, Ranmasama, he did the math.
Yes, so calculated. He did all the geometry.
Oh, doesn't block the Excalibur. X Factor's here. DXP, the final stand. He's got to find the hit, though. Magneto, so hard to catch.
But
it is.
Strider, so oppressive with the orb, so fast with the level 3 X Factor. Dormammu gets mixed on the incoming. He gets the cross up with the teleport. That should be it for DXP. He's going to take this one.
Yeah,
there it is,
very
DXP.
Nice. OTGing with the orbs there. And even down to the last second, he shows the optimizations. Legion sometimes cannot work out in that situation, even in X Factor 3. He goes orbs into OTG just to guarantee it. DXP. Bro, even in the final moments, when it's a guaranteed victory, he still says, let me show you the optimal stuff. I got to make sure that you know that this is max damage.
Yeah, exactly. The Strider was the problem. Honestly, when you have so many problems on the team, how do you fight it, right? Who do you snap in at that point? I feel like Strider, though, definitely put in the work that game. DXP
Agreed.
moving forward. Unfortunately, that means Ramna is out. But we saw some good matches out of Ramna today for sure. But, of course, we've got to show some love for our sponsors of CEO 2021, because without them, we would be nothing. We have got the CEO merch, all types of merch for you guys to check out. Go to ceo.gamingjin.gg to support CEO Gaming and its entire team. There's also exclusive Guilty Gear crossover shirts. And, you know, all these shirts here are pretty cool. I've seen some people walking around with the JFC shirt, which I think is my favorite of the group. So scan that QR code, do your thing, y'all.
Dude, Panda has been changing the game in so many ways, and this controller is the next level of it. Panda.gg/control is where you can go to check out the new Panda controller for GameCube. It also works on PC. 900K.
Yeah.
Raised on the Kickstarter day one. As someone who invested into this myself, GameCube controller-based games have been needing an alternative for a long time, and Panda has listened to the community and has brought us this incredible thing, infinitely customizable and incredible in every way. Panda.gg/control is where you can go if you guys want to see the future of the controller.
And 10-0. You guys already know 10-0's always about that good-ass tech, and they got ICFC rolling through, providing us the hype throughout this pandemic and providing us with some good ass merch on top of that. So make sure you check out tino.gg/merch. I'm obviously super hype about QR codes, but scan that QR code. I think it's so cool that all these ads have some QR codes. It's future. We're here. The technology.
Festival of Fights, February 3rd through the 6th. But the fighting games, just so you know, if you're planning a trip, are only on the 5th and the 6th. 7K in prize pools. 2K of that actually is going to Marvel 3, just so you guys know. So if you're playing Marvel 3 and you're trying to come eat, you know where to go. Riverside, California. You guys can register at smash.gg/FOF2022, or you can go to festivalfights.com to learn more. Guys, it's going to be an incredible time in Riverside, California.
And more events. This one's actually, I think, maybe like a week after the last one. DreamHack Anaheim returns to offline events on February 11th through the 13th in California. And Jabali is also their fighting game director. So, of course, you can expect it to be a great event, just like CEO 2021. And one of my favorite things about DreamHack is that it's more than fighting games. There's also some Halo up in there.
We've been talking about Halo.
You already know where my Onyx gamer is at. But DreamHack, amazing tournament. Definitely check it out. I'm going to be in Anaheim, February 11th to the 13th.
Dude, the local host has places all over the U.S. and potentially beyond here. If you guys are looking for a place to go, an esports center to take your boys, take everybody that you know, the best gaming gear, meet other people, compete for cash prizes. There's no better place than the local host. Fighting Game Wednesdays are always coming through at the local host. Local-host.gg is where you want to go if you guys want to check them out, guys. An incredible place to be.
And the Hitbox, and also the Cross-Up.
Yes.
You know, more amazing controllers coming out of the FGC. You love to see it. Take control with Hitbox, the leader of innovative arcade controllers that provide precision, speed, and customizability. That was a big word.
Yes.
But, you know, there's so many godlike Hitbox players, not only here, but just in general. You know, we've got Super Akuma, I Heart Justice from the Marvel side, you know, holding it down with the Marvel Mondays. All these godlike players who've switched over to Hitbox and really shown the full potential of this stick. So definitely show them some love at hitboxarcade.com/CEO.
That, and in the gaming space, there's been something missing for a long time, and that is a healthy alternative for energy. No gluten, no dairy, no soy. The overpowered bar is filling the gap here. The Fit FGC can rejoice. We finally have something to get that going. Dude, using the superfood ingredients, everything going into it is going to be an incredible thing. The OP bar, you guys can use promo code CEO10 for 10% off. Make sure you guys check them out at overpowered.gg.
All of our amazing sponsors.
Yes.
And, you know, such variety, too. We got snacks.
Dude,
Healthy snacks are sponsoring us. Let's go.
We need that. Say absolutely. But it looks like we are going to toss it over to a quick little break. Guys, if you've been here for the Marvel before, you already know what the Marvel after is going to be like. So please, don't do something crazy like change it up. You need to be here. Marvel 3 will be right back in just a moment, guys. Keep it locked. This is CEO.
What is up, everyone? We are back. CEO 2021 Top 8 is underway. We just saw some awesome winner side matches, but now we're heading down to the loser side where it's just as deadly, maybe even more so, because there's some phases on the loser side that we probably weren't expecting to see here, but it's going to be some really good matches. Proxy and I have been holding it down on the mic, and we're going to keep on doing so until we have a champion.
Yeah, absolutely. The next match coming up is, as we said, Grand Finals caliber at any point. Dude, Rayray and not enough damage. Two players that have been incredible all the way through have found themselves in a precarious position. I know these two guys are great friends, but we'll have to see how they can do getting back across from each other. As we said before, Winners has already gone on. Winners Finals currently is a Morrigan mirror. We have Escalante and Jason Game Dev going to be coming through, and the rest of the things, Tong Lee can guide us there.
The master of magnetism, king of New York, and the cleanest lineup in this room, Rayray.
Yo,
Okay,
dang, styling of the shades on the inside. The slow walk. Oh, he said estimate my head.
Rayray, as he said, the king of New York, the strongest player coming from the north. He consistent results all the way through. a player who is in the conversation for the GOAT of the game, I gotta say it.
Oh, all right, bet. You just rolling on in. Just rolling on, and he said, you know what, I'm not going to take the matchup versus the stairs. He just kicked Tom.
Shot.
He just did standing light kick. Oh,
my God, dude,
all right.
there's no
Rayray
way.
decided to go full heel on us. He decided to go full heel on us.
Not to Tong Lee. Anyone but Tong Lee.
All right. Even Tong don't know what to do. He's like, you lucky I don't got my pipe right now. I should lariat you.
I was
IRL
gonna say,
for that.
he's talking about it, bro. He said, bet you won't do that again. Hold up.
And coming in next,
Oh, this entrance is about
playing
to be
out
a
of Seattle,
banger.
will represent for the ATL, rolling deep, not enough damage.
Ooh, why you got like everybody in here?
And not enough damage. Effectively known as Ned.
Yes, embrace the moment. Soak it in.
Playing out of Seattle, the floor represented as the 404 starting for a long time. And he's well deserved to be here.
Presenting the sword, the weapon, and the headphones.
So it is going to be Eddie Wu, not enough damage. Oh, bro, what else could we expect here from CEO? Dude.
No, you know what? The shirt says it right there. Not enough damage didn't show up to this top 8. Too much damage showed up to this top 8, and
Absolutely.
that's going to be a big difference.
Dude, taking it back. Excited to see him play, come through. A little fist bump there. Obviously, a lot of respect between these two guys. And ATL in the crowd, you know they're going to be going crazy, led by the mayor of ATL, Mr. Blackwork himself. Shout out to Max.
I know.
We love that. My favorite crowd monster in the world.
Of course.
I want to say big shout outs to Max, by the way. Top 16 in this tournament. Played out of his mind. Dude, but Rayray and not enough damage. Ray is arguably, you know what, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it. Ray's the best Magneto in the world versus Zero. So, with that said, facing off against not enough damage is like the final bastion of Zero Beam. Most people have swapped to missiles. Eddie is still a believer in the beam. He plays it generally. He did play some missiles yesterday, but mostly we're gonna see that plasma beam from him.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Like you were saying before, like all of these matches could easily be a grand final somewhere.
Yes.
And the fact that this is on loser's side, holy smokes.
Yeah, Rayray actually had a win over Ranmasama and Psychelic coming up, but unfortunately was sent to losers by Punk, who, again, Punk is on a tear today. Not enough damage, having wins over Prophet and Flocker, actually.
Yeah.
But in the last moments, got clutched up over Jason Game Dev to qualify in winners. So Jason was the reason to send down here for Eddie. So
Jason,
a couple
Game Dev.
Dude, a couple tough matches between these two, and it's going to come down to them. It's crazy to see that one of these two is not going to be in the bracket any longer, man.
Right?
Oh, dude. And these are just like two of the most storied names in Marvel 3 specifically.
Exactly. Been around for many years, have seen the Marvel community and the state of this game in so many different iterations. You know, remember the days where everyone thought Wesker was the cheapest character?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's we always bring that up as the joke. We're like, oh, Anchor Wesker, what year is this? But,
I know.
There was a moment, man.
There was a
Glasses
time.
off, the level 4 X Factor. Come on.
There was a time.
Oh, dude. I think the most impressive thing to me is seeing Rayray, and the way that Rayray plays, I always like to point out it's the most important thing about his gameplay. Rayray, another claim to fame for him is he is the best player in the world at calling and protecting assists. He calls drones in the most incredible way. He always uses Magneto, and he positions his body. Protecting your assist with your body is an important concept in this game to learn. Being in a position where you do not have to do anything threatening but the positioning of your point character is threatening enough to protect your assist. He will put Magneto in the most obscure places to make sure that drones never get touched and still remain aggressive.
Exactly. And Sentinel, he's a big character.
Yes.
So although when Rayray is playing and we see the perfect drones out all the time, that's not without perfect calculation, because it's not easy to keep Sentinel protected in situations like that, especially if someone's using beams or using assists that can snipe you from across the screen, but you hit the nail on the head. Magneto is just so good at opening the door for Sentinel. You know, they really go hand in hand with each other, and I think drones is really what makes Rayray's team so scary. A lot of people like to sleep on Sentinel, but honestly, the drones really make a big change. Those slow-moving projectiles, you know, it's almost like the slower the projectile, the more scary it is in this game.
Absolutely, exactly true. So we'll see how Ray is able to access it here, or if he's even able to get his offense rolling against Eddie. I mean, we have affectionately named it the zero game. Sometimes zero can get you at 99 seconds and you don't get too much of a time to play. To see if that is going to be the case, or if Rayray can show off the immaculate neutral.
I mean, Rayray is no stranger to godlike zeros, all right? Many a years facing off against people like Flux. Shout outs to Flux. You know, has definitely given him that XP that I think has only become more seasoned with time. And we'll see what Eddie can do different here to kind of throw Rayray off. It's hard to hit Rayray with something he's never seen before.
Yeah, absolutely true. And it looks like Eddie is actually going to be on the missiles this time. So he's forsaking the beam here, is going to go to the missiles. Usually a stronger team composition personally, but so far, yeah, missiles protecting him really, really well here. Not enough damage, looking very good in the early stages of this match.
Yeah, despite Rayray landing, you know, a few mag blasts, a few hits here and there, it's Eddie with the life lead until that beam right there, until that beam.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming down. Eddie's doom at about half health here. Ray is going to go for the DHC out. He loves to keep the full team intact, always wants to keep the full shell. He knows the team works the best when all the characters are alive, and that is why Rayray gets first blood.
That confirm, and even so confident in knowing that third drone was not going to mess up his combo right there too. Just so calculated.
That's just what comes from playing the same team for so long, and he gets the air-to-air to kill Doom, but now Vergil, the problem is in.
And there are the drones, there's the sandwich right there. Like we said before, how do you even know those drones are coming out when Magneto's on the left side of the screen already? He just makes it so seamless and so flawless with calling the assists. And especially when it's really loud in the venue and, you know, you're not using headphones,
Agreed.
You can't hear that assist coming out sometimes, which could be even more difficult. I mean, Rayray, he's not rocking the headphones at all. He's like, no, I'm going to embrace the crowd.
He loves the crowd. I mean, if you're from the East, you know you love the crowd. the noise powers you up. Whether it's the North or the Southeast, you always know the crowd is what gets you going. So Ray loves to harness that power.
I mean, technically, this is a East versus West battle right now.
Of course.
With not enough damage in Seattle now.
Ooh, and not enough damage. He's gone back to his tried and true. He is going to be on the plasma beam here. Usually he does look more comfortable in being aggressive when he has beam. It's just something he's practiced for so long. It's muscle memory to him at this point.
And honestly, I think Beam might be the better choice against drones. Might have a better opportunity to snipe Sentinel or at least nullify some of those drones and help hold down the ground game. And just like that, not enough damage, taking out Magneto, which was kind of the problem last game.
Okay, trying to go across, throws him out of the foot dive. You see foot dive coming out and you jump up and throw it. Eddie got something going for him. Holy moly. Looking for the dive kick, couldn't find the connection, gets the hit with the plasma beam, fixes it with the buster, not enough damage, looking mad different. And sometimes beam hasn't even been that big of a factor. Sometimes it's just the comfortability of picking your stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, so Ray gonna be down to the robot, but this is the best Gundam pilot in the fleet here.
Oh, actually got behind Sentinel there just in time. Gets to confirm a courtesy of the buster. Honestly, Zero just be sneaking into all these little nooks and crannies sometimes.
Absolutely, small body able to do it. Level 3 to take the kill, 1-to-1, and ATL in the crowd is letting him know.
Yeah, I definitely expect this to be a 3-2 match.
I agree.
Definitely going to be back and forth.
I say Ray's not looking too worried about those deep
A little
breaths.
giggle there, actually, right before he hit start. Just a little chuckle. Nice. The drones, time and time again, being exactly the crowd control, you could say, for Rayray, just keeping zero locked down. You just need a few seconds to open someone up.
With the DHC gets the kill, has time to tag back in. Yeah, he's gonna have Magneto for the mix-up here. Dr. Doom, if he finds his hit. No!
That was an input error right there.
Yeah, I think he was expecting all of the drones to hit, and the Disruptor would have been able to grab afterwards, but no, not enough damage. He's going to be able to cash out here, bring in his own Vergil. If Vergil gets the hit, we can expect an X-Factor.
Way to capitalize off that mistake. That's exactly what you need to do. It's exactly how you need to punish when you're playing against someone like Rayray. Like, make them pay for those mistakes. Oh, could not quite get the confirm there.
Another very, very rare drop there from Rayray on the Doom. Try to go for the tri-jump in. He's able to evade, not enough damage, looking very evasive. And doing a good job so far as Doom of never letting drones be a factor, but these DHCs, this is going to be trouble.
Oh, he pressed a button and actually got clipped by the Sentinel. Super rocket punch straight. If he, oh my God!
No, but the Hellbreaker wins out. Rayray unfortunately gets to lose out on this one. Not enough damage. He drops the combo, but still gets him. Here comes Dr. Doom, the last. Oh no.
X-Factor is spin on both sides. The rapid slash from not enough damage actually connects. He has 1 meter, goes for the down TAC. We got 2, exactly what we needed. He just,
He was too low for the dash. He was too low. If you get too low in flight, you can't input a dash here, but he should be able to still pick this up with the swords.
All right, he kept that one together. That was pretty scary. A lot of drops from both sides. I think they're both definitely feeling the pressure of this match right now because this is loser side. I know both these players are godlike, and you might have just turned on the stream and thought we were in grand finals, but we are not. This is loser side of top 8.
Dude, and not enough damage. 1 game away here. Ray, EM Disruptor, certainly an execution error, but that's okay.
He lived. He lived.
Still handing out. Mistakes aren't nearly as impactful as long as they're not punished. They're looking very, very good on these. The flight up masterfully, just weaving in and out of all of the lightning here. Ray's movement is unbelievable right now.
And then on the opposite side of that, Eddie was also perfectly dodging the drones. These guys' movement is on another level. They are one with these characters. There's the air throw, though, from Rayray. Putting in the mag blast combo there instead of going for the slide combo. Of course, that is a, execution professional right there, doing whatever he pleases with these combos.
Absolutely, and that is going to be the gravity squeeze. Generally, against X-Doom Vergil, you usually want to go for kill the point, snap the Vergil, so we'll see what he can do here against Dr. Doom.
Okay, nice defense here from not enough damage.
Yeah, looking good so far. Trying to throw the mag blast here. Rayray, he knows he just needs to not overextend. Not enough damage is the one. If the onus is on him to make the play, tries to make the play there, but it's a little too far away. And again, ships in the night. Both of them going for the super jump, just a hair away.
Ooh. Manages to block in time from the mag blast. A little too far for the stinger to connect. So he's not going to be able to continue that mix up the mag blast pressure and just going straight for the dash down low and opens him up.
Able to knock him down into the drones. What a great optimization there. 2H to put himself as close as possible so this super can do maximum damage. Very good there from Rayray.
Very smart. Optimal stuff. Just goes for the raw launch and actually gets the connection. I'm not sure if Rayray was actually expecting that to hit.
Yeah, I think he forward dash canceled it and then jumped. Well, definitely was not ready and actually misses the conversion of the EM Disruptor too. A very rare set of drops in a row from Ray, but almost able to pick that one up, still get the throw that is going to take us to a Game 5 another time here.
3-2. We knew it was going to be a 3-2 match. It would be the only count that would make sense.
Dude, and you can see ATL in the background. Dude, New York in the background. The crowd is getting stormed either way. They're going to come to the ring here. 2-2, Game 5 between these two world-class talent here at CEO 2021.
And the conversion off the beam. Switching back to beam was probably the best decision. Not enough damage had made in this set so far. Just he looks so much more comfortable with beam.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. Into his loops here.
And this is huge. Whoa, that's even more huge. That drop right there, keeping Magneto alive, giving Rayray an opportunity to fight again with the Master of Magnetism, because Dr. Doom's going to be scooping up this damage while Magneto is healing.
Listen, when the game is on the line, you always go same side. Ray knows the mantra and works it out right there. Going to continue to pressure with the butter gun here. Not enough damage as Dr. Doom honestly has been doing a lot of the work here, so excited to see if Eddie can keep up the pressure. Dude, Ray's movement is so good.
He is trying to bait Eddie into doing something that he can fully punish just by moving in his space, you know, taking over his air control and confirming off the drones like he does in his sleep at this point.
Snaps mid-screen. There's going to be a gross mix-up there. Oh, keeping it mid-screen makes it even worse.
Proxy, these combos are just so calculated. He did the perfect combo to avoid him ever touching any of the drones, to avoid him popping out of it. Rayray just knows exactly what to do at any given time, no matter the hit that he lands. We're going for another mix-up, and he just eats the beam into the drone. Easy X-Factor. Drones, baby. Drones all day.
And Ray with purpose. EM Disruptor is able to lock him down, dude. With that, dude, the EM Disruptor from that distance, I think that Eddie was buffering a dash. I don't think he thought he was going to have to block from that distance, but Ray structures the mix-up in a way. The EM Disruptor perfectly, that's just chef's kiss, dude. The drone's timing with the EM Disruptor is that's the perfect example of why I said, in terms of calling assists and utilizing them, utilizing the full team as one moving body, no one does it better than Ray.
Seriously, it's just works in every order. He has every combo on lock, knows how to get these confirms. We did see quite a few stumbles, quite a few drops, a little bit of mom spaghetti out there, but he reeled it in. And we saw that from both sides. And I think that really also shows this is offline again. This is a tournament of this magnitude that we have not been at in a while. And that's going to affect even the most experienced players. But Rayray's going to move on, and he's going to fight Romora in the next round. To round out this losers quarterfinal, we got Punk versus Dead X Pride. But over on the winner's side, Proxy, look at this winner's finals. How you feeling about that one?
Dude, it's two of my favorite people in the community. Escalante, as I said, one of the nicest guys on the planet. Is just it warms my heart to see him there. And then Jason Game Dev. We've said this before, and I said it off camera. I'm a little emotional that Jason has gotten to winners finals. This is something that's well deserved for him. He grinds harder than just about anybody. Does more for the Marvel community than just about anybody. There's no one that I personally, full bias, there's no one I would rather see than Jason Game Dev. So well deserved to be here in winners finals, and hopefully he can continue to play the way he knows he can.
Exactly. I'm interested to see his style of Morrigan versus Escalante's style of Morrigan, but we're going to have to weigh in on that a little bit later, because we need to run through the losers quarterfinal side of it first, with our first match being Punk versus DXP.
Punk versus DXP is going to be a tough one. I know these guys have played once, and DXP did get the better of him. They've played on Parsec as well, but I mean, the Parsec sets were a little back and forth here. I mean, obviously, DXP playing on Parsec, playing on like a pretty high MS, so his connections, but you know, it is what it is when it comes to that. We do our best to get our matchup experience, but I know that these two have played offline one time. I believe it was in DXP's favor, and as we said, Punk is a multi-team threat. I would love to see the Wolverine again. I think that Punk's best team is definitely Wolverine. It just feels natural to him. He plays such an incredible, oppressive footsie style in every single game. And Wolverine, while it's a little quicker in this game, can absolutely work that kind of style.
Oh, 100%. We've seen it time and time again. Even in that last match. You know, we've seen so many ongoing Marvel players for years and years and years still struggle with that Morrigan matchup. But we saw Punk squeeze his way in there over and over and over again, and that really just comes with knowing your spacing and knowing, you know, what your character is capable of, and that comes with being comfortable with that character. So I agree. I think, you know, he looks the most comfortable with Wolverine. It looks like we are going to see him pick that team again. You know, we got to get the fist bumps in before we get started.
Of course, of course. So it's time to rock here. Punk is going to lock in the Wolverine, and we're going to see Punk versus DXP on the losers side as we continue to press on here. CEO 2021, Marvel 3, what could be better?
I know, it's glorious right now, absolutely glorious, but DXP starting off with the Gucci belt just to like nullify any 99-second mix-up that he might face out of Wolverine. which is a good choice, but he gets picked up almost immediately after avoiding that first 10 seconds.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the most crucial thing against this team that we so affectionately call Team Clockwork, is surviving the first swords is so important.
Yes.
You set the tempo for the entire game. You can put Vergil in the hole on meter, and this all is coming off of Punk playing defensively for the first 10 seconds. Like you said, this entire snowball is just off of those few defensive choices.
And again, it's almost like all those slashes he does is just working out every single time.
Oh no, but it drops, and he's able to get the wake up DXP OTGs with the orbs, goes into the optimal combo.
And now Strider's on the loose, and if there's anything we learned over the past few days, this is not the character you want DXP to get in the rhythm with. The down TAC and then the up TAC. Where are we going? We don't know.
Dude, he loves TACing, especially in X Factor. Like, what was that? There's just no way. DXP bringing out the stuff. He's showing off his final tech here in the losers top 8.
But
Are you
so
still saving
smart
stuff?
too. But so smart, because who's better to hit with a, godlike mix-up that you've been holding than Vergil, the character whose incoming game is probably one of the weakest. The perfect time to bust it out. Great awareness from DXP, but now we're back into the second match.
Going for the standing heavy, try to go for the, okay, so you gotta hold on to the swords for a little bit longer this time.
I'm telling you, Proxy, Punk's Wolverine is a problem. He finds his way in every time. Why does he make it look so easy? And Strider's dead?
DXP still able to get the hit though. See how much he can optimize this. He's gonna look for the TAC here after the round trip. No, he's gonna snap instead and go the same side.
The world's best. No, mix up.
Oh, we love that. Tried to go for the stinger a little too far away. Second stinger, that's a whip punish. Yeah, absolutely a trade. Swords, he gets both. DXP with the bad assist call. You've got to be more careful there. That's just kind of, I hesitate to say, but maybe a little lazy from DXP. You cannot be calling your assists like that. This is top 8.
Yeah, you definitely can, especially not when Punk has been showing time and time again that he's finding his way in to not only punish you, but punish your assists constantly. We saw it right at the start of that match, and then we saw it again at the end. Like, Punk is looking for it. Just because we don't see Punk all the time playing Marvel does not mean he's not good at Marvel.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes I think, Marvel players just be like this sometimes, but they think other players coming in to play our game, they're like, Street Fighter player. Nah, you need to be prepared.
I mean, I can say as a representative of TNS, he plays in our tournaments all the time.
Yep.
This guy's on the grind. He's, at minimum, this guy enters a tournament a week for this game. He's been grinding the entire pandemic, grinding harder than a lot of people grind their main game. So if you got a side eye at Punk, let me tell you, this guy,
you're wrong.
He eats, sleeps, and breathes the game, dude, whether it's Marvel, whether it's Street Fighter, and he's showing up there. The cleanest infinites we've seen in top 8 from Punk.
Absolutely, and even yesterday too, so consistent.
Okay, DXP looking for the flight there. One thing that SoCal told me is SoCal is so sure they have the best Doom, so I need DXP to show off here.
We'll see about that.
Okay, trying to look for the foot dive again. There's a great trade, Strider. Okay, Strider not going to be a factor. That was so dangerous.
Yeah, DXP at this point looks like he just wants to slow it down. Punk is playing at a pace right now that he cannot contest with, so he needs to run away, let Punk try to advance in on him right there, just like that, so that he can get some sort of punish. Instead of trying to create his own opening, he needs to let Punk give him the opening right there.
Punk is incredible at creating and controlling scrambles, so this is what you need. Mix-ups that just hold in the fast movement. You've got to keep it at your pace. Punk cannot be the one setting the pace of the matchup. It will never go your way.
Exactly. All right, spinning it all right now. He really wanted to get Doom out of there, but Doom lives on a pixel, and then Punk gets the confirm on Strider. That is absolutely going to be an X Factor.
And he's just going to spend the meter. Doesn't even want to go DT. He's going to suspend it all, and it's so worth it. The long combo to kill most of the X Factor time here. Tags back in Vergil. Oh, DXP's in so much trouble here.
Yeah, Punk with the extremely smart plays, and yet again, finding his way right underneath DXP. every time DXP goes into the air, Punk is there, ready, right underneath him to punish, to mix him up with something. And I don't think DXP is ready for that, because every time when he's coming down, he's getting hit by something.
Oh, that and DXP's rocks have not really been a factor either. Goes for the standing heavy instead of the high time, potentially an execution error there. Missed a big happy birthday, and the dive kick is able to answer the swords. He threads the needle.
That is huge for Punk right there. Not only saves his assist a little bit, but misses the loop, but it's okay.
Off his tag. Oh no, it goes disastrously.
How unfortunate for DXP. I don't think Punk's gonna miss the loop this time, not with that handout that freaking DXP just gave him with Dr. Doom.
Oh, but the two best X Factor characters on his team are left. Vergil's gonna go down, one mix-up away for Punk here.
We've seen DXP make these Strider comebacks before. He's definitely not out of it. But the defense on Punk's end is some of the best we've seen all weekend.
He blocks everything, but no, the last hit, but that's enough. It's absolutely enough. Strider's problem is he has trouble killing an entire team. He usually can only kill two. The X Factor time here is going to be very low. Punk has an X Factor to see the mix-up here.
He needs to do these. Oh, he might get hit by, yes he did. But he has another meter in the bag. Contests the rapid flash with the formation view. Oh my gosh, he did catch him though. He did.
The back hitbox of the turn. No, he drops it.
No.
He wakes up with the super. The level 3 hits. DXP, he's still in it. He has one mix up to go here.
One mix up. What's it gonna be?
He lets him up. He lets him stand up here.
Know.
No, the judgment cut comes through. Punk. 3-1. It's so crucial, but he's able to get it done. Oh my God.
My goodness, I cannot believe what we just saw right now. This is too much. This is too much. I'm actually very shocked that we saw DXP go for a keep away zoning attempt there at the very end, especially when you have Vergil in that double trigger. You know Judgment Cut is going to be massive. It's going to take up so much of the screen, and it does so much chip too.
Yes.
I think people forget. Judgment Cut does so much chip.
Yeah, it really does.
So, man. Interesting choice. I thought we were going to see maybe a teleport in after he threw, the doggo.
The hard part about it, though, is if you go for the teleport, you're essentially testing the reaction time, and that mix-up, by the way.
Oh, snap. We got replays in here?
I watched an incredible amount of Marvel. I don't know that I've seen that one before, dude. That is pretty ridiculous here. And Punk, as we said, did a great job on defense so many times, was able to close it out. And I think that was the standout there, is Punk's blocking got him this set in so many places, whether it was Strider, whether it was Vergil. The amount of times DXP's first swords was impactful exactly one time, and that was the game he won. Punk's defense held up in every other scenario.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we all know that you can't block forever in Marvel, but blocking as long as possible, like you mentioned, it helped drain out that X Factor time just enough for him to get, you know, a better situation once Vergil came in. It all played out perfectly, even though it might seem like, oh yeah, X Factor level 3 character, oh, it's over. No, it is not over anymore. You know, we've gotten a lot better at fending off against the fire that can be a level 3 anchor, and it makes for such good matches.
Yeah, seriously. And speaking of good matches, the next one coming up is Romora and Rayray. So Rayray gonna try and continue this reign of terror through the losers bracket here. Got sent way earlier than he would have liked and has been just absolutely dominant the entire time after that. Romora, as we said, so consistent, playing so well. Just if he can play up to his potential, this is going to be an incredible 3-2 set here. I need Romora to. Romora sometimes can get in his own head. If Romora plays like he knows he can, this is going to be an incredibly competitive set that could go either way.
Absolutely.
That's my only worry here. My only worry here is that Romora gets down on himself. If he can keep the composure, this is going to be so incredible. I want it to be incredible so bad. Oh, Ray and Romora, it just can't get better than these two. We'll see as we get it locked in here. We are about ready to start. Ray, rolling the shoulders a little bit. Okay, loosen up, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta be ready. I mean, every match is like a workout. Really, the execution, the amount of buttons you gotta press, it's all a workout. So you gotta do a couple stretches beforehand. Get ready.
Oh,
here
so
we go.
yeah, now that he's all stretched out, it's going to be Rayray versus Romora here, losers quarterfinals. Oh, early on, it's going to be a lot about Romora trying to protect his own Dr. Doom, protect his missile calls, and stop Rayray from being able to access the drones. Got the mix-up and gets the high-low. Very nice stuff. Got to complete the combo, though.
Man, he's in the corner. He's on Bond Wonderland. It's all combo video time, all right? Shouldn't drop it here.
Yeah, it's going to be able to take it down. Only one loop required here. Next mix-up coming in. Oh, not going to work out there for Rayray. And good fix with the missiles there from Romora.
Looking strong right now. He's going to want to go for the kill here, but low-key, I wouldn't mind seeing a snap in on Sentinel.
Yeah.
He's just hard to snap in because he has an invincible super, so
Agreed.
sometimes it's not always worth it. It's just drones can be so oppressive. But Romora, he doesn't have to worry about none of that. All the incoming mix-ups have been money. All the hits he's landed so far have ended in a one-touch kill, as Marvel does go. And we're just seeing some classic Marvel right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was just well-structured from Romora. That, and you saw him change up. In a lot of the zero mix-ups, you leave a gap to make sure there's room for you to go for cross-up. Romora structures his mix-up against Sentinel to go meaty, medium lightning first to lock him down. Like you said, that invincible super from Sentinel changes the game.
So into the next match. That was just game number 1. It was a quick one. Let's see if Rayray can shake it off. Nice, gets the throw there in between the missiles actually, but a rare drop. Very interesting.
Oh, still okay. Able to avoid the missiles, but he didn't believe he was going to be able to. Romora's still here, and everybody knows the hidden passive, the lower Zero's health gets, the stronger he is.
Trying to get some chip on him, but it's not going to be enough. I know he was banking on that beam to do the work. However, the hard tag is going to be a free kill on Romora's Doom. And Zero's going to come in and lose all that red life. So, anyway, he's going to snap.
I love this.
Vergil.
This is even better because now the entire team is in shambles
They
here.
really
Ray
are.
has pinpoint targeted just every single piece. He's knocking down every single joint. He's going to get the kill. Zero coming in next.
Yo, I love seeing that, to be honest. Like, picking the team apart, piece by piece.
Okay, nice use of the flight there. Chucking in with the plasma. Goes into Sogenmu. Has X Factor if he feels like he needs it.
But Romora had to pay respect to Jones right there. There's the X Factor from Romora. I think he wants to get a little extra speed, a little extra pressure in there on Rayray.
Yeah, Zero actually one of the highest chip damage characters in X Factor 2, but no, he catches him out. What a call out with the shockwave.
No X Factor left for Romora. It's going to be a straight up battle, but he does get the air in to get Magneto out of dodge, and then he gets the incoming. All right, one more step in the right direction here. He's definitely going to need maybe a few more hits if he wants to conserve meter. Maybe he might just drop the level 3 right here. Yep, looks like he will.
Yeah, I think you do the level 3 here. Going into this even matchup here against Sentinel, you just got to be careful about the hard drive on your mix-up, but this is a 5-5 down the middle. The only problem is the meter deficit, as you mentioned.
Yeah, no meter now for Doom, which can be a little bit tough, but he's got enough projectiles to kind of play this out. However, he push blocked the air normal, giving Rayray the perfect opportunity to dash up and throw. You really have to be careful when you're playing against Rayray by taking the bait on push blocking his normals, because a lot of the times he's only doing that to set you up for those throws.
Couldn't agree more. He does such a good job of baiting that, all those things out. There's no better player as a Sentinel player than finding those throws as Rayray. They're so crucial. So 1-1 getting into game 3. Good block so far. Goes to the upward lightning. The adjustment I want to see from Romora is I want to see more medium lightning instead of heavy. Heavy is good for trying to contain Rayray, but I'd rather see him try and meet him in the middle rather than prevent the jump. Because like this, in the middle there, he's able to beat him in the mid-range. I think it's more important to stop him from controlling the mid-range like that where he thrives than it is to stop him at super jump height.
Ooh, Rayray knows exactly what Romora wants to do every single time in this match right now, because he pulled him right back down into those drones. He's got an answer for every single thing. You want a butter gun? Too bad. I'm on the other side already. The only issue here is he hasn't been able to finish some of these combos on Doom that he's gotten so far, but it's okay because
that's a Input error, but it's okay.
Okay, force the X Factor. I was curious. I was like, he's
Yeah.
going to save him. You have to save him, right?
Just for another
You
teleport.
have to save him for things like this, Proxy.
Absolutely. Goes into the Devil Trigger. Going to continue to convert here. Ray still has his X Factor, so he's got a huge advantage. 2 meters left for Romora. Gets the hit, but yeah, not able to confirm from that distance.
And Magneto is left alive. Going for the DAC. He wants to get that good damage on Dr. Doom. The kill on Dr. Doom, excuse me. Extremely worth spending the meter.
I would say very smart from Ray. I mean, that's just the genius level stuff. Opting into the worst matchup here with Sentinel versus Vergil, just to make sure that Doom missiles are not a factor anymore.
Extremely worth it, because he also knows Romora does not have X Factor now.
Yes.
And I think Rayray's pretty confident against Vergil without X Factor in general. Oh, spins his X Factor there. Sentinel is scary in X Factor. He's a little more quick. Smooths a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the chip damage comes through as well. Just using the flight, using his X Factor just to stall out, and that is so incredibly well played from him. EM Disruptor to close it out. Rayray, again, threatening set point here. Romora, you've got to find that first hit, and like I said, I just think it's more about Romora needs to stop trying to be preemptive in avoiding the super dash, the super jumps, and more so meet him in the middle. It needs to be the normal jump height has to be considered. No way.
He needs to power up a little bit.
Oh my God, I love it. Keep yourself in the game though. I like that. High spirits from Romora. That's important.
All right, here we go. Romora's definitely not out of this. Not by a long shot. But he does need to make some adjustments right now. I mean, Rayray's a very reactionary player.
Yes.
And that can be hard sometimes, you know, if you're relying on them to give you your turn.
Okay, Pizza Cutter. Not able to get really anything done. Able to block the Mag Blast. Doing a pretty decent job here playing defensively.
Rayray just knew that Air Disruptor was going to hit.
Yeah, seriously.
He knows what Romora wants to do. I think that's the problem right now for Romora, is that Rayray has kind of figured out his game plan.
Yeah, that's definitely an agreement in there. Try to go for the dash through, and that, I like that. That's the concept I'm speaking on.
Yeah.
I really like that from Romora. You got to go for the dash forward, control that normal jump height. Dash through again, blocking that plasma beam with his face a little bit. Just a little too much damage here. And Shockwave presses him out, but he doesn't get anything afterwards. Look for the launcher, the whip punish from Ray.
He blocked it and then push blocked him into the beam. What a god.
Okay. Trying to navigate. Oh, no,
drones.
but the drones are able to stop it. Tries to go for the dash up afterwards, but no, he's not able to find it. Romora continues to fight here.
Drones are the MVP.
Seriously.
They have been such a nuisance for Romora in this set. Of course, the cleanest, the freshest, the smoothest Magneto of them all. We already know he's got confirmed for days, but there is the random super, and of course he's right above Magneto, which means it could really be on either side. Gonna be able to take Magneto out. We've got Dr. Doom coming in, and Vergil is well within this level 3 X Factor. So let's see if Rayray can keep him contained. He goes for the DHC and X Factors of his own.
Oh, crouching medium is going to be enough. Rayray off the rocket punch is going to get the kill. 3-1. Huge shots to Romora. He played his heart out and did so well the entire tournament, but Rayray is a little too much. He's going to be headed on in the loser's bracket.
Whew, I cannot believe that was the loser's match, but it was great showing from Romora for sure. But Rayray, the adjustments there, you could really see he spent those early rounds figuring Romora out. And it seemed like every single read was not only a hard read, but the right read.
Yes.
What? Against a zero player, he's just so comfortable. And, you know, that's the type of matchup experience you want in 2021 Marvel.
I feel like that's one of the problems is when I watch Ray play, I feel like everyone else is downloading on Wi-Fi and he just has like Fios. And just everybody, nobody seems to be able to keep up with him, dude. But Ray, Doing so well. I want to say again, though, huge congratulations to Romora on his placing. Well deserved. Very, very good. And to everybody here in the top 8, and to everybody watching at home, everybody's always like, oh, when it comes to the streams, all the streamers, everybody coming through, Kevin, Hot, TNS, everything. The thing that keeps Marvel alive is the community. It's the players. It's the people watching. It's everybody here that woke up at 10 a.m. and it's like, you know what I want to do today? I want to drink my morning coffee. I need my Fruit Loops. I want to watch Marvel.
Yes. Start the day with some Marvel.
Dude.
We in the Church of Marvel right now, all right?
But we have narrowed it down. A huge pool, an incredible talent pool all the way through. We've narrowed it down to just 4.
I can't believe it. 4 already. And a top 4 that I maybe could have predicted a few, but not all of them.
Agreed.
We've got on the winner's side, and our next match, it's going to be Escalante versus Jason Game Dev. We were talking about these unorthodox Morrigan players, how they kind of bring something new to the table when it comes to this character. We thought we knew what she was about until Escalante and Jason showed up this weekend.
And on the loser side, we have Punk and Rayray. And this, the lore matchup, the run back. Punk beat Ray 3-1 to send him to losers here, and Ray has had a fire under his ass ever since. Has not stopped for a second. Not enough damage. Romora, nobody can stand in his way, and he's trying to make Punk another checklist on his way to that belt.
Now, if Punk double Jeopardies Rayray,
that would be something.
That's a statement.
Punk
right
will
there.
never let Rayray live that down.
Oh, never, never.
He's going to be in every single one of his streams chatting like, yo, you remember that one?
Rayray's already going to have trouble living down him beating him in top 24.
Oh, dude.
I'm sure of it.
But as we go through to winners, like we said, we're going to have the 2 Morgans here, the 2 highest placing Morgans, and I would say probably the 2 strongest Morgan players right now. I'd say there are other Morgans in contention, but these are 2 of the nicest in the game, Jason Game Dev and Escalante.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good match. I think my initial thought off the top of my head is that Jason might get outpaced by Escalante. I'm curious to see if Jason's going to be prepared to match Escalante's pace. He can play a lot faster than Jason usually. I mean, I haven't really seen these 2 play against each other, but in their own respective matches, I would say Escalante is a lot faster pace in terms of Morrigan, obviously as Magneto.
Yes.
So let's see if Jason can defend against that. He is a little bit slower pace, a little bit more methodical, you know, has a specific pace he has to abide by to get his specific combos going.
Yes.
So, you know, it's just going to be a battle of the same type of characters with 2 completely different play styles.
I'm so glad you mentioned combos because that's one of the major differences here is Escalante goes for maximum damage generally. Jason optimizes for soul drain.
Yes.
If Jason gets a clean hit on a standing opponent and he has access to Doom Beam or Rapid Slash in the combo, you're gonna lose a bar and a half. And that is the struggle against him is you always feel like you're behind on resources no matter what's happening. You can be up on life and you kill a character and you're like, I feel like I've been playing neutral for 5 hours. Why do I have 0 meter? And that is the hardest thing about Jason. Jason plays the game outside of the game when it comes to taking that meter. It hurts so bad. Every time you're playing against him, it's just, I can't overstate it. The soul drains are the difference maker for Jason.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like we don't realize how much we really use meter until we don't have it.
You have 0 and you're like, wait, hold up.
It just opens up so many good opportunities to just like throw a super out there, DHC to get a character out of there. So honestly, taking away those resources is really clutch. And we've seen time and time again from Escalante, he is so quick to DHC out into his next character. He could play all of his characters as a point character. So taking away some of that meter in this match might be exactly what Jason needs to actually take the set. So it's going to be a good one.
Couldn't agree more. But that's we'll have to see how it turns out when they do come up, man. I'm just, a lot of this, again, is going to come down to just finding that first hit. And Escalante sometimes will start different characters, so we'll have to see which character he ends up starting here. Sometimes he does start the Magneto. I'm expecting him to opt into the Morrigan mirror in the round start, but it definitely could go either way for him.
I think he's pretty aware, too, that Jason's Morrigan is a little bit more on the slower pace side, so I wonder if he might try to go Magneto because
True.
as we've seen before, like especially when he was up against Punk, we kind of saw that Punk found a lot of good windows and a lot of good openings.
Agreed.
And I know we saw Escalante sitting there front row the entire time watching every single match, and I feel like he probably picked up on that too, like that there are going to be windows of opportunity. Jason doesn't always keep his patterns or his strings airtight. So because of that, and like we mentioned before, he does a lot of soldiering, which is just inherently slower than the other ones.
Agreed,
so,
yes.
you know, that might be a good thing to keep in mind for Escalante if he wants to just go ahead and go with Magneto and kind of, you know, he's going to have more space and more time to move around.
Yeah,
but
very
we'll
true.
see.
Yeah, and again, to highlight, for Jason, another crucial thing that we've said and that we've talked about him, and we've game planned with him before because we talked to him all the time about Marvel. Jason, again, an incredible person that loves Marvel just as much as everybody else in this community. Jason's best character is Morrigan. Do not be surprised to see him X Factor in places that normally would seem odd. If Morrigan lives, Jason is capable of beating any player in the world. He needs to keep the succubus alive. She is the key to victory here. Escalante, in the least disrespectful way, Escalante's a little more well-rounded than Jason, but Jason's the stopping power that Morrigan brings. It can beat literally anything. That's why he's here in Winners Finals, is just all on that Morrigan. It's too good.
Yeah. And, you know, Jason's just extremely humble on
Yes,
top of that,
seriously.
you know. I said it yesterday, you know, he's almost as, you know, more surprised than anybody in the room when he wins.
So it looks like real quick, before we get into this match here, we're going to take another second to thank our sponsors as we go into it, guys. We're going to have the CEO merch, guys. If you guys are interested in seeing it, dude, all of the shirts coming through, I've been seeing people walking around in them from the staff and everybody. Keith Kelly's been in that JFC orange shirt all weekend. It's been incredible. If you guys want to help with CEO, get the merch for yourself, recoup some of the losses there when it comes to things like that, when like the cancellations, things like that. You've got to support the community, man. CEO.gaming, gaminggen.gg, or you can scan the QR code right on the screen.
And of course, we've got the infinitely customizable controller. Panda out here making their own controller. Their Kickstarter is live, and it's already raised over 900K in the first day for this custom GameCube/PC controller. And honestly, I just think it's the coolest thing that we are at a stage in this community where we can just make our own tech. Not in the game, but in real life.
Oh, dude. And Hitbox. If you guys want to take control yourselves, I can say myself as a cross-up player, it changed the game for me. The executional things, I sat down with the Hitbox, speaking of Marvel execution, I sat down with the Hitbox for 35 minutes and I have Seismos now. If there's anything that I can tell you guys, it is that these controllers are the future of the game, from the cross-up to the Hitbox. Make sure you guys check them out. Hitboxarcade.com/CEO is the best place to go to check that out, guys.
And of course, Festival of Fights. It's an upcoming event coming this February. It's run by CEO Staff Tong Lee in California. So get ready, West Coast. We got an awesome lineup of games. Of course, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is going to be there February 3rd through the 6th. And then, of course, the cherry on top, 7K in-pot bonuses. Register at smash.gg/FOF2022 or go to their website, festivaloffights.com.
All right, that and Power A, dude, the Moga coming through. The first thing I did when I sat down here was get my hands on this controller. I wanted to have my hands on it. It is just an incredible design, really honestly amazing stuff. If you are a mobile gamer, if you're playing anything on the go,
so
this
cool.
is where you want to be,
Wait,
dude. It's
put my
incredible.
phone
Yeah,
in
please. Let me give it a little demo. That's the first thing I did when I sat down. Was I was like, yo, and it's like really well balanced. It's actually pretty incredible.
Cool.
After seeing this myself, it's definitely something I'm going to pick up. I need this for Pokemon Unite.
Oh my goodness.
If
Do
you
you have
guys
Game Pass Ultimate? Game Pass Ultimate, you can play games on your phone.
Exactly.
This is the perfect thing for that.
Oh, but if you guys are interested in doing mobile gaming as well, the Moga from Power A is definitely the future of mobile gaming, guys. Please make sure you check that out. It's beautiful.
My dirty screen. All right, and then of course, local hosts. A lot of times, I get this question a lot. People often think they don't have locals or a scene in their area. Well, if you are in any one of these cities on your screen, well, you have a place to press some buttons and play some fighting games. Fighting Game Wednesdays happening over there. They got Smash tournaments, Street Fighter, Dragon Ball, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear, you name it, they've got it. So show some love to local hosts and head out to their venue sometime and play some games.
Oh, and 10-0 coming through with the stickers. This is one of the most incredible things. I had to go get some myself. Coming through with the Tasty Steves in the bottom, the Erises, everything coming through. Dude, the sticker packs are incredible. If you guys want to see them yourselves, you can scan the QR code as always, which, like you said, is pretty incredible that we get to do that now to make it easier to get there. Or you can go to 10o.gg/merch, man. The sticker packs are incredible. Please go check those out and support one of the best stream teams in the game in 10-0.
And then OTCmethod.com. Your search is over for advice on the stock market. Learn the tools to be a self-sufficient trader today with some in-depth training tools. You know, I'm going to take some notes, all right? You know, there was all that stock market discourse, and I feel like I missed out. So this could be a good opportunity for the future. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you check them out. They got one-on-one mentorship, nightly live stream, full tutorial library, and a Discord community. Who knew it was that easy to learn about some stocks? All right, I think we are ready. Oh, we see the stick switch. Hopefully that doesn't.
I like the ranged handshake too.
Yeah, air handshake.
Oh, dude.
Escalante's stick has been swapped out. Guess he was having some technical difficulties before with his Victrix, but it's all good because I see looks like a CEO Taku stick. That might be the power-up.
Wow, all you really need. And you were right. He is going to try and outpace him here. He is going to start the Magneto.
Nice.
But early on, taking a lot of damage on the Dr. Doom. Still able to protect it, though.
All right, let's... Oh, okay. Jason really going for the faster patterns here, which is pretty good. But let's see if he can keep it up.
Yeah, definitely trying to be the aggressor as much as he can here, trying to bleed out the Magneto. And that's what Escalante usually likes to do. When he gets to 3 meters, expect a shockwave in the DHC. He loves to get Morrigan in on his own terms. So he's going to try and run out this Astral Vision here. The second he gets his feet on the ground, he's going to be able to clear out. No, he's just going to try and stay it out and fight. And no, it's going to be a mistake here. Magneto goes down for the trouble.
I really like the adjustments out of Jason. You know, he's being a lot more aggressive than we usually see. You know, dashing in with that S right there on Magneto was perfect. Definitely caught Escalante off guard.
Not able to punish the finishing shower, though. A little too high in the air. Jason, even on patterns of firewalls that he knows he's not going to get a punish, he's still putting them in the most inconvenient places. And now he's swapping into the soul drains.
He is. He did get a little bit of meter there.
Okay, had to catch a fireball there. Astral Vision activated from Escalante. Plenty of meters still available.
You know, and also Soul Drain buys you just that extra little bit of time in the air as well. But decides to get Dr. Doom in play.
Oh, and he landed the foot dive on Doom. Didn't want to be greedy and try and go for the kill. Instead, he just repositions there. Very smart from Jason.
Just eating a lot of missiles up top, but sometimes it's worth it. You get to do a couple more actions. You get to stay up there a little bit longer. You actually get to call your assist too if you'd like.
Very true. The Soul Fist, unfortunately, not going the way of Jason. Escalante gets the rush down, gets the kill on Morrigan.
Found the window.
Looking like it might be Escalante's game here. Vergil coming in last.
Hey, Vergil's still alive. It means the game is definitely not over yet, but the shell, the Mori Doom shell.
Oh, he's going to have to X-Factor defensively, and that's going to be a heartbreaker here. No, he gets the teleport, has a chance here.
Just out of range. Went for the light there. Maybe the launcher from that range might have worked. Jumps over, forces Escalante to X-Factor, but he does get that punish on the jump over. I guess he was trying to Helmbreaker, maybe. He's a Vergil player. Yes, he was trying to Helmbreaker.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was just checkmate from Escalante.
Yeah.
Wakes up with the fully invulnerable super X-Factors to cover his options there.
Yep.
Goes for the jump in. If the throw doesn't hit, he gets the jumping heavy just like that. He buffers the next input. Morrigan has a very long throw animation, so you can autopilot the combo afterwards. In worst case, you're in throw animation.
Right, starting with the Magneto again. But Magneto really hasn't been that much of an issue, to be honest.
Agreed. It's mostly been the Morrigan here, and it's very rare. It's very surprising to me to see Escalante just straight out outgunning Jason in the Morrigan mirror. That is not what I was expecting from this. I was expecting, like you said, high-paced Magneto, being able to try and chase him down with missiles, but Escalante is fighting him straight up, heads up.
Yep.
Continuing to rain that down, dude. Jason doing a good job being evasive here, trying to kill the rest of the Astral Vision time. A lot of the times, it's less important to preserve your health and more important to prevent the meter gain. So Escalante just made it to meter 1.
Yeah, Jason did sneak in a hard attack into Vergil. That was pretty safe, but Escalante getting the hit on Vergil absolutely means that we need to spend all the resources to get him out of there. So what a gift from Jason at that point. But he still has Doom and Morrigan, but he's taking so much chip right now. Eating missiles is not an option. And there's the DAC.
Yeah, he's going to bring that in. Shadow Servant actually from Escalante. Try to just break him out of that situation. Escalante making a lot of really aggressive decisions here and able to dash out, repositions well. When this X-Factor goes out, Escalante's in pretty good shape.
Ooh, that hurt. The life right now on both sides is actually very, very close. I think Jason actually has the life lead now.
Yeah, just by a hair, and having his Morrigan in is a slight advantage. Gets his Astral Vision rolling. Escalante's building a good amount of meter here, but the meter's not going to mean too much if we can't get to the ground to access it.
Ooh, lands in the Soul Fist. Does a chunk of damage.
Oh, he
There's
gets it.
there.
Okay, Escalante coming in with the Morrigan. Dude, not able to get confirmed here. Gets Dr. Doom. It's down to just the mirror, but the standing low. Jason's able to get that one 1-to-1 now.
The standing low, the tried and true.
Dude.
Yeah, that was a close one. That was a lot of back and forth. This definitely is not panning out the way I think Escalante was expecting, but he gets a throw here. Finally, something in his favor when Magneto's on the screen. Magneto did not get to play the last 2 games.
Okay. Deal with the hypergraph.
No.
Crucial drop is so important there. Didn't even get the reset, and now Jason gets the clean hit.
Yup, the standing low again. Are we seeing a weakness? Is Jason picking up on the fact that the standing low is effective right now?
Yeah, be careful, man. You gotta watch your feet. Listen, Justin has shown us how good going low can be. It continues to ring true. So he's playing with the Wong's blessing right now. Continuing to rain down the Soul Fist here, just stalling himself in the air, stalled out the Astral Vision, gets the standing low this time, but it's just anti-air.
Yeah, exactly. Multi-purpose button for Jason right now in this set. Definitely going to DHC out right now. Wants to give Morrigan a chance to get some of that red life back. And, you know, having the homie Vergil in there is always a good idea. Once again, X-Factors immediately when he gets the hit on Morrigan to just get her out of there. Doesn't want to deal with any of that.
Yeah, Escalante not having a true dark anchor makes it a lot easier to use your X-Factor aggressively against him and gets the Magneto. So now I will lovingly say it is going to be an SDP, the solo Doom problem, or it is not going to happen here. Let's see what Escalante can do with this.
Yeah, Doom's going to eat a little bit of life, but the missiles ultimately stop Escalante's chance to get some momentum off of that super X-Factor.
He's going to need a double TAC here if he wants to, or he's just going to look for the mix-up. Yeah, he's just going to try and track him down.
Yeah, I could just play it safe at this point.
Okay, that one missile was able to bait out the super there. Try to go for the hard kick. He finds it. Oh, no, but it doesn't kill.
He's going to chip. Oh, not quite. He actually was in the perfect spot to only eat 1 or 2 hits of the super, pop out, and then do the helm breaker.
Oh, what a raw attack there on the round trip.
That was cheeky. Still alive, though.
Yeah,
nah, he gave up. He gave up. He knows that. Oh,
No.
just kidding. Just kidding.
I like the standstill, though. No reason to overextend there. If he finds an air throw, that was really smart from Jason to go for the shell kick really, really early there, because if Escalante gets the throw, oh, and he's looking at the stick.
He's not happy with having to use a different stick right now. Honestly, I feel that, though.
Yeah.
When I play Marvel with someone else's stick, I'm like, man,
It never feels
it's
the
not
same.
the same.
It never feels the same for sure. as we go. It's continuing to still look pretty good here. Jason.
He's definitely still in this, though. He just needs to shake it off. Mind over matter right now.
Of course. EM Disruptors continuing to juggle here. Got a decent amount of damage, but Jason got to hit. And if Jason can keep this momentum up, we might have a Jason game dev in grand finals here. Escalante has got to find these hits. He canceled 2 fireballs without actually throwing the fireball there, and then the overhead. Look at the meter. Oh, no.
There is no meter. There will be no... Oh, big drop here, though. This is Escalante's chance, but couldn't quite capitalize on it, unfortunately. She's a little bit all over the place. It can beat tough.
It's so hard. She's fully invulnerable till the end of the super.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to punish.
And, you know, at that point, it's kind of risky to go for the punish, so he just wanted to keep it safe. Finds a heart attack here, giving Magneto another chance to fight another day, but Jason's actually looking oppressive, really changing up his style this game for the better. For the better. I am so glad he's not going for this pace we saw earlier this weekend.
Dude, so much of the meter stolen there after the rapid slash. Jason optimizing to take the resources, as we said. Escalante goes for the super, but he didn't have enough for the DHC.
Oh my goodness, Escalante still has all 3 characters, but they are bleeding right now. Oh, and then just hits on the way down from the sky. Hard tags into the soul fist, gets juggled, and now Magneto is in again, blocks the meaty incoming, blocks the helm breaker.
Yeah,
he
good
just
defense.
has to hold this right now.
X-Factor, no, he tried to try to, but it didn't work out. Dr. Doom, the last one in.
This is intense right now. I mean, Jason all but has this in the bag at this point.
Okay, he's gonna go for the super, clear the screen a little bit, get some damage down. It's gonna have to be a miracle from Escalante here.
Oh, the helm breaker.
And that is gonna be it. Jason dashes underneath and gets the hit. I think has it registered?
I don't think it's registered that was the last game. All right, it was though.
Oh, and Jason stands up and let's go. He starts to pop off. We love to see it from Jason. It's just now setting in. That is grand finals. Jason, game dev.
Yo, Jason in grand finals, that is tight. Escalante is not out of this though. He is still in it. That was winners finals, so he is now in the shark-infested waters of the loser's side, but not out of it. Hopefully he can get his stick working before his next match, but Jason game dev in grand finals is hype.
Dude.
Is hype.
There's just nothing I'd rather see, man. Doing so well all the way through, but it's time to focus on the losers now. The losers bracket, as you said, shark-infested waters as we go to the replays here.
Yeah, this set, I am just so impressed with Jason. He completely showed up with a different game style.
Yes.
We thought we had an idea of his game plan and what he was going to bring to the table, and he showed up looking like Escalante's Morrigan sometimes, you know, really hitting him with those standing lows. And then after he got him conditioned with going for those lows, he went up, started throwing in those overheads. It was perfectly played. He definitely put in the work to get here. Let's run through this list of players that he has gone through to get to grand finals.
Jason Game Dev has beaten Not Enough Damage, Rambam, Angelic, Sondalite, and then here in, and then all the matches he had to play in top 8 too. Like,
on a
that's
rampage.
Just an incredible showing here from Jason. But again, as we said, time to focus on the losers. And we have a run back, a crucial run back here. Rayray early in the tournament was sent to losers by Punk 3-1. Punk said it himself. Punk tweeted and said, yo, I'm kind of nice at everything this weekend. He said, I don't know what's happening, but I'm playing so good. Winner side coming into top 8 here in Marvel. Winner side going into top 8 in Strive. He is still in Street Fighter. I don't believe has dropped a set in Street Fighter either. Is just a madman, an incredibly talented person. We're lucky to have him here in the FGC. It's time for him to see if he can double Jeopardy, one of the GOATs of the game in Rayray.
Yo, can he do it? He's done it once. We know it's possible, but a different Rayray showed up today. A hungry Rayray. A Rayray that is thriving on the salt of yesterday's events. Immediately going for the snap in on Vergil. He does. Wow, he got the trade on drones on the incoming, though. What a ballsy play from Punk. However, Rayray gets a clean hit here. Should be, you know, all he needs.
Yeah, absolutely going to die here off the 2 meters.
Mission accomplished. Snapping in Vergil and getting the kill.
And the best thing about snapping with Daywalker is this is the one team you want to snap in the order of snapping the first character, because Wolverine's certainly the weakest air inker on this team, but no, Punk not going to let it happen like that. Is able to get the first hit here.
Yeah, that was an amazing throw.
There's the snap.
Yeah, gets his own snap. He snapped in Sentinel. I respect the play. You know, he wanted to answer back Rayray snap in. He's like, oh, you're going to snap in my says I could do that too.
And answering drones is so important here. Wolverine, a character that thrives on the ground. Sentinel, such a roadblock for him to be able to navigate on the floor. Pops his X Factor to make sure the robot goes down. Whackbot in the dirt.
It's going to be fun to see Rayray fight without drones, because I think it really pulls out like all the stops for his movement, for how he works.
I'll say it becomes a lot of pacing here. We used the wrong foot dive, unfortunately, there on trying to go for the punish. And a raw attack from Punk works out very well.
Nice. Opting to go for the other side. And the easy confirm off the Doom Beam. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Doom Beam and Magneto.
Okay, he's going to be able to spend 1 meter to get the kill. The great X Factor from Rayray. 1 mix-up to go here. Punk.
Nice, keeping him contained with all the beams right now.
Yeah, he's doing a decent job of staying out of the attack range there of the Mag Blast. But no, the Mag Blast ends up being his downfall, and this is going to be a gravity squeeze off the EM Disruptor Rayray.
Too clean. Honestly, getting to watch Rayray play Magneto without drones is almost a treat, right? Because obviously with drones, very oppressive, much easier for him to open up opponents. But you really get to see the full potential of his Magneto when he doesn't have drones.
Okay, nice push block there to stay away. Continuing to try and stay away from the Berserker charge.
So
Look at the Doom on
Goodbye, Doom.
Yeah.
Goodbye, my friend. It was a good run, but we'll see you next game.
Yeah, wrong super there from Magneto to try and get the open up. The double mix up there. It's going to take no meter now potentially to get the kill. We'll have to see how Ray ends this.
Just walking all over him right there. Actually didn't finish the kill there, even though he did have some meters. Just wanted to keep it nice and easy. We're going to DHC out of there to get some damage on Dr. Doom. And just keep the team alive. Like, Rayray is fighting with Mag and Sentinel only right now.
Yeah, Sentinel with Disruptor is actually very good against Dr. Doom here. Tries to go for the crouching medium a little too far to convert it there. Didn't want to spend his X Factor. Standing medium!
Using the armor on the normals. However, it was not enough. Punk still finds his way in there to get the kill on Sentinel. Rayray really does utilize so many of Sentinel's tools that people forget about. However, Punk immediately answered the no mix-up. So walk-up throw on incoming with against Magneto.
A statement there. That was a respect mix-up from Punk.
What?
He said, I'll take what I'm given. He knows that Ray respects him enough to come in blocking there. Punk, Ray, that is the game outside the game type of mix-up. Ray's going to be thinking about that one for sure.
That was not a matchup-based move. That was a player-based move.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the unique things about Marvel. This game, you can play the player harder than just about any game.
Oh, you know, Rayray was going for that throw as well, I feel. But no, it's Punk that gets the throw. And X Factors immediately wants to shut down as much synergy from this team as possible. Yeah,
he's going to try and snowball this out. Drill Claw on the same side. Doesn't work out. He's able to jump out. Goes for the rocks. And no, Punk is able to block this. There's a dive kick. He forces the X Factor.
Oh, he didn't quite connect, but he did get that raw launch there. But forcing that X Factor is huge for Punk right here. And getting the throw, everything's working out in his favor.
Oh, and he's able to get the pickup too. Plenty of meter here. Should be able to get the kill. Mid drops the combo. The foot dive. It's going to, no, the Spear Flame is going to be a great DHC.
We got a little bit of everything going on right now. Restarts his spin. That trade worked out so well for him. Holy.
He's able to go for this. He's got one more super here. Crouching medium into rocket punch. He did the math. He knows he was going to have the meter. Rayray still in this.
Calculated.
Try to go back to the same side. Good evasion from Wolverine. He didn't believe in the kick confirm and backs off. I'd rather you go back off than to overcommit those. That's good.
Ooh.
Nice conversion off the drones. Rayray continues to impress Punk's defense. Oh, he's got to hold up on this one. One more block to go. Punk is still in this. Plenty of meter.
Plenty of meter indeed, but no X Factor right now. And now you got to not only deal with Doom, but Doom drones, which is not going to be easy.
Yeah, Sentinel's certainly one of the best partners here for Dr. Doom in the neutral. Tries to go for the jump medium. He's able to escape the foot dives again. Ships in the night so close.
Rayray just not afraid to play a little aggressive right now. It might come back to bite him. Oh my goodness! Gets hit by the foot dive. Playing a little too aggressive right now.
Both players have enough meter to kill on one touch. There's a throw. He's not going to go for the rocket punch there. He knows it can't work out. Punk, he drops the combo. Ray's back on his feet.
The one-on-one Sentinel versus Doom. No X Factor. 24 seconds on the clock.
Screams coming from the crowd here with the jumping light. It doesn't work out. He has to go for the hard drive. This is a punish. No, he doesn't push back enough.
Nice break. Confirms off the butter gun after the break. Just Doom privilege right there.
And this should be enough here. Spends the 1 meter. Punk.
Oh my goodness.
Punk might double eliminate Rayray here. Ray has to get it together. There's not much he needs to adjust here. It's very minor things. Magneto needs to be more of a factor though.
Yeah, this is so interesting. And just like that, gets underneath Rayray, makes him mess up his unfly, gets the easy hit, and that's going to be an easy kill on top of that. He's in a situation where he doesn't need the X Factor this time around, even though he spent it solo on Magneto plenty of times before.
The dive kick cross up, Ray's able to just up back out of it. Very smart. Gonna bring in Sentinel. Okay, bring in Sentinel against Wolverine. Gonna be a tough one. Wolverine can low profile a lot of the stuff Sentinel wants to represent.
Nice, just going for the strings and then the low.
There's no other Sentinel in the world that converts that in that way. Ray is just so built different, bro. There's just no way.
His Sentinel's unmatched. No one on this planet is using Sentinel the way that he does. He makes the character look good. But so now 2-on-2, Doom Vergil, Doom Sentinel, X Factor in the shadows, waiting. Ooh, another air-to-air conversion.
I was going to say, the stronger shell in neutral definitely coming for Ray here with the Dr. Doom Sentinel, but Punk has that ice in the hole,
Okay,
but Ray is going to go for the snap in the mid-screen. He's going to get the hit here, and the X-Factor straight away. Person, this is not looking good for Punk.
It is not. It's exactly what Rayray needs, though. He needs to tie this up 2-2, and then we need to pray that the next match is not a blow-up. Oh, X Factor is alive and well on both sides. Rayray will run out of his first, though. However, he has the shell. The tried and true shell. I really want him to play slower game, though. Don't be as aggressive as we were last game. We saw what happened. He just needs to defend against this last few seconds of X Factor time.
Oh, and yeah, it doesn't overextend there.
There
Finds
we
the
go.
foot dive. Rayray is going to be able to get the kill. Game 5 here. Oh, game 5.
We know that Rayray does not want to get double jeopardy by Punk right now. We know this. We know this.
Punk getting a little bit of a stretch out there before the match starts. Mag Blast connecting. He didn't believe
Mag
2
Blast.
in a row. 2. Oh, Ray left 2 on the table. That's really bad, but he's still able to get the pickup here. Ray is going to win the point war and have a huge advantage.
This is massive for Rayray right now. Wolverine has been a problem for him.
And problem no more. Logan goes to the grave here. Morph is going to have to be avenged another day. Dr. Doom, the next one in. Tried to go for the air throw. Instead, he gets the heavy. He somehow fixes the combo.
He has won with this character. He can fix any hit. He can confirm any hit.
Oh my god. He has him on skates. Rayray is looking so good right here. This is so different from him.
The first 4 games, it looked like Rayray was truly struggling to find his momentum. But now, in Game 5, where it really means the most, he is looking smoother than ever.
Punk still has a foot dives chance, though. The SDP The solo do might be the one to do it, but we'll have to find out if he's able to find that touch. Drones is making it so hard for him to establish any offense.
I mean, Magneto being alive at this point in the match kind of is already the nail in the coffin, in my opinion, because Punk smartly got Magneto out of play so many times in the matches before that it made all of this a lot easier.
Forced to X there. Ray makes him pop his X Factor on his terms. He found the foot dive. Was not Magneto, though. He's got to catch Magneto.
No easy feat. Oh, ouch, ouch. Okay, he's going to lose Sentinel, but you know what? You just have to hold that, all right? That was a punish. Tried and true.
Continuing to hunt it down.
Oh
Almost
my
got
God.
the air
That
throw.
was scary.
Very close. Ray still has his own X Factor here. When's he going to spend it? Shockwave. It's going to push him away. Not enough to kill, though.
Not quite fast enough to punish, but that's okay. Gets the throw. It's exactly what he needed, and that is going to be the last game. Rayray not only redeeming himself from being sent to losers by Punk, but overcoming what looked like was a struggle there in the first 4 matches almost.
And you know what's scarier than Ray popping off is Ray calm and collected. Ray, business as usual. Handshakes for Punk. He says, yo, dog, really good job. Proud of you. Did well. Back to business. He goes, can I get a water? I want to play again. Can we run it right now? Ray is here to kill, and it just shows in the mentality he's putting out right now. The energy, I can feel backstage, bro. The energy is...
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, we're really getting down to it now, like top 3 at this point. The next match, Rayray, you know, he's in the hot seat now. He is going to play again against Escalante. These two have played a lot.
Yes.
We are going to see some interesting plays because of how much they play against each other. We were talking about earlier, you can play the matchup or you can play the player. It's going to be all player versus player right now because of how much they've played. And they've played in so many different types of situations, so many different types of tournaments, and just general casuals. Because you know New York be out there playing.
Of course, dude. And this is the scary part, is that Escalante does very well against Rayray, and they have very back and forth games, but the set almost always goes to Ray. Dare I say, it might be just a bracket demon here for him.
Yes.
We'll have to see if he can keep it together, man. Escalante, if he can play it the way he wants, knows he can do well. He's shaking a stick at us. I don't know.
Well, I believe he plugged the stick in and it made the PS4 turn on.
Whoa.
So we'll see.
Oh, no, dude. Not like this.
Something happened. Some notification popped up on the screen. I don't know what happened.
We'll see.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll see as we get that all set up.
But yeah, like you mentioned, like Rayray does kind of squeak the sets out over Escalante, but a lot of the times it's because I feel like Escalante gets a little bit in his own head.
I agree.
And he'll do one big execution error that he can recover from, but mentally he doesn't recover from.
Yeah.
And then it kind of weighs on him for the rest of the match. And usually it's a match right at the end where it matters the most. So if he can just keep it together and not get frazzled, like I think we kind of saw it in the last match too. His stick wasn't working and that frustration showed up in his gameplay. So if he could just, you know, overcome that, he might be able to defeat his demon today. We'll see.
Escalante is a player that I do not say lightly. When he is playing his best, is definitely top 3 in the world. Escalante is a world-class player, a world-class talent. The execution is there, the tech is there, the combos are there. And I hope he goes back and sees this because it's important. You're a top 3 player in the world at all points. You just got to play like it. And Escalante, if he can play like it, he definitely has a shot to beat Ray here. Ray is looking like the favorite. The snowball is rolling, and it's going to be damn near impossible to stop it. Escalante's got the chops to do it.
Yeah, for sure. And I know he wants that run back.
I know he wants that run back, dude. Oh, man, I know he wants that run back so bad because that is like the Marvel mentality. It's like when you lose to someone, it's just like you don't want to talk about it. It's like it's the classic conundrum of Marvel is a family, FGC is a family, but when we're playing, we're not boys for like give me 15 minutes. We're not boys. Yeah, exactly. It's just dude. So looks like they have got it all set back up, and we're gonna go into a quick little button check here. Oh, Rayray and Escalante here in losers finals. The winner is going to go back up and face off against Jason Game Dev.
Yo, I'm still hype about that.
Oh, man.
All right, button checks right now.
Crowd's starting to fill up, too. Nice to see everybody here at CEO 2021. Showing some love to all the games. We have Tekken going on the other side as well. Plenty of stuff still going on tonight. I know we're going to have Skullgirls, BB Tag, things like that going on in the other streams too. But right now, we got to keep it locked on the Marvel. It is time.
Yes.
Ray and Escalante. Let's see who's going to head on the grand finals.
Rayray versus Escalante. You know, I feel like we've seen it a lot, but every time we see them play, they bring something different because they really are evolving off of each other just as much.
Agreed. I mean, whether it's offline or their legendary Frosty Fausting set online this year, which is one of the hypest Marvel sets to come through, they have been back and forth so much.
But now is where it really counts.
Now we're playing for the belt now. It's so important here.
And look at this. In this type of matchup, when do you see barely any damage coming out? Like, they are playing tried and true neutral with each other right now because, like I said, player versus player at this point.
Astral Vision, Ray takes advantage there. That little delay was enough for him to try and close the gap a little bit, but it does not work out here. Escalante does get his feedback on the ground, though, with Astral Vision rocking. Ray is going to be forced to take to the skies. Okay, Fireball's connecting a little bit here. Wasn't able to get too much damage down. Here comes the Shockwave. Gets him out of the Fireball. He's going to X-Factor, and he gets the pickup.
Absolutely. You know, we talk so much praise about Escalante's Magneto today, but he is up against the Magneto as well. So that's no easy feat. Oh my goodness, a lot of straight hits here out of Rayray, but not quite enough for a full confirmation. That's going to be an X-Factor out of Escalante's side because we don't want to deal with Magnus anymore.
Escalante, I was going to say, was a little close there. Goes for the fall down. Somehow, Ray comes up with that. There's just no way.
Oh my goodness. Going for that conversion, just the confidence in knowing every single hit's viable confirm. That is how Rayray plays. Like, how do you fit all of that knowledge in your brain? I don't know.
Okay, Astral Vision goes uncontested this time. He goes for the high fireball first to go over the EM Disruptor. Very smart. Very, very niche matchup specific stuff that's so important to optimize your time in Astral Vision.
Got a decent amount of chip and straight hits on Magneto right now. He's at 50%. And Sentinel and Zoom are also taking a couple of hits. So, you know, Escalante, he can just keep running this strat right now. I feel like when he starts to get close or, you know, when Rayray gets close to him, he gets a little bit more shaky.
Yeah, very true. He's going to go for the Sphere Flame this time, though. Clears out, calls into Sentinel, actually. So, yeah, just to try and get as much life back on the rest of the team as he can.
And here's Escalante's chance to maybe get Sentinel out of here. You know, fighting against Rayray's team without drones is just where you want to be, but it's so difficult to actually kill Sentinel.
Yeah, but Ray is going to probably look to get out here. He's going to potentially X-Factor.
No meter, though. No meter to DHC.
Yeah, didn't want to go for anything else either. Just tries to back off. X-Factor comes through. Crouching medium. The missiles. Oh, they're able to interrupt. Escalante doesn't get the combo.
Yeah, didn't try to capitalize off of missiles. Ooh, ouch. 2 Soul Fists later, and Sentinel is gone. And Rayray uses the X-Factor pretty early. So I think this is exactly where Escalante wants to be.
Yeah, looking so much better than the first game here. Escalante in complete control for the most part. Able to continue to apply good pressure here to Ray's Magneto. Got to keep him off his game. You cannot let the movement get started when he starts chucking those mag blasts, getting those plus frames. Not a lot you can do.
Oh, had to X-Factor. Nothing worked out for Rayray right there. Although he did attempt to snap, it did not hit Morrigan. And this is looking like Escalante's game. There it is, 1-1. That was a complete change of pace from Escalante. And even right here in game number 2, he started walking forward and he was like, wait, hold on. This is not what I want to do. I want as much distance as possible.
Kilo profiles everything.
Oh, yeah. She's
Morrigan,
so tiny.
So sick from Escalante to know to get that. And he's able to squeeze the Soul Drain into a little optimization there. He said, Jason, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, he's hungry for that run back right now. Oh, I do not think Escalante was expecting him to be on the other side in that corner.
Yeah, that low, a little too sneaky. Able to get the kill here on Morrigan.
Right, going for the meaty S into. I totally forgot what that move was. The one he pulls him down.
Yeah, he pulls him down into the drones, goes
yeah.
into level 3, gets the standing heavy, is able to get the kill. Now solo doom again for Escalante, something we've seen quite often from him, but we're not going to get to see much of it this game.
Yeah, this was a pretty clean match for Rayray after he got the hit on Morrigan. And, you know, the thing about Rayray's team, there's just so much synergy. Doesn't matter the order the team is in, doesn't matter what shell is left. So much synergy, so many different options. Rayray has definitely fleshed out this team in ways that, you know, I don't see really anyone figuring their teams out like that anymore.
Absolutely agreed. Ray is the pinnacle of play when it comes to all three of his characters, man. Just have to see if he can keep it together. And as I said, the snowball is rolling. Escalante is struggling to push it back up the hill, but Ray is continuing to roll. The EM Disruptor kills almost half of the Astrovision time.
But honestly, Escalante is still in this.
Yes.
He got Rayray to use a meter early, which is really good. He won't have to worry about DHing out. He could get a lot of chip damage on Magneto during this time.
Yeah, wasn't able to get the fight there. Wasn't able to escape from the Soul Fist Storm as he continues to pressure here.
Ooh. Ooh, that's big. That is big. And he's going to force an X Factor here. That's how oh my god. If he had a meter right there, that could have been extremely dangerous. But let's see if the desperation to keep Magneto alive pays off. Like, it probably will pay off better now that Escalante has also spent his X Factor.
Yes. I like that from Escalante, though, spending his own X Factor. Once your opponent spends their X Factor, spending yours to equalize the field on the on those 10 seconds of X Factor 1 is usually a very good call if you do not have your own Dark Anchor here, which Escalante is kind of on the straight and narrow when it comes to anchors. And able to get the kill on Sentinel, though.
Yes. I mean, I love that he's been able to put Rayray in a situation where he's not getting a ton of resources because it limits his potential to DHC out, to keep his characters alive, and to also just hit him out of doing Soul Fists or dashing in.
Absolutely. He's trying to throw. His Soul Fist patterns a lot are trying to stop the normal jump. I really like that. He's recognizing it was the same thing I was talking about with Romora. Ray is the king of the normal jump height. Everything he does there, that is his realm. You can't play with him there. And at that point, just like that, at that range, Ray is unstoppable. You have to either decline fighting him there and reposition, or you have to control the space before he gets there.
And honestly, when you're playing against Rayray, you really have to be mindful of where you're push blocking.
Yes.
Because 9 times out of 10, he wants you to do that because he's setting you up for something else.
Always looking for the guard break, man. Now this could be the final character of the tournament for Escalante. Has to be careful here. Good block so far.
He's not out of this yet. He's got a couple bars, but man, is this going to be difficult. You know, a major advantage for him right now is that he doesn't have to deal with drones right now. So, you know, a couple of good foot dives might work out, but catching Rayray, that's the first part of the battle. Yeah,
this is the hardest part is, as we said, you have to overextend here to get the loss, and Rayray not want to overextend too often. See, he gets the plus frame and then immediately backs out, is not willing to go. 13 seconds left on the clock. The time is starting to run a little low here. Got to think about it.
If he can get a hit on Magneto, he could win on life.
Absolutely. Potentially just a super chip him out. Try to go for the foot dive there. One hit connects. He backs back out. 6 seconds left on the clock. Ray gets a hit. He tries to go for the reset.
That is a huge throw. That
level
is
3.
a huge
Level 3 for timer skip.
No. He needs to get some chip damage on Doom right now so he can get the life lead.
Goes for the super. He's able to get the chip. Is it enough?
I don't think it's enough.
It's not enough. And Rayray.
Oh, my goodness.
Ray said, ball don't lie, bro. The timeout comes through. That is going to be Rayray moving on to grand finals. And now we have our final two. An incredible bracket. So many players have entered here. Rayray, sent to losers earlier than he expected, has come all the way back here to grand finals now and has to face off against the dark horse here in Jason Game Dev. If you had told me a year and a half ago when we started playing Parsec Marvel and everything started to pop off, that Jason Game Dev and Rayray would be headlining CEO 2020 Marvel, I just wouldn't believe you. This is the most unbelievable situation, and it only comes from Marvel. This is why this game is so special. Anyone can do it. Any given Sunday, man. Anyone can take it down. This is why we play this game. This tournament, this top 8 is why we play this game, and I could not be more excited to bring it here. Persia, Ray and Jason game dev.
Yo, we made
all the
it,
way
dude.
to the end.
We made it. Grand finals. The battles that these two had to endure to get here is proof enough of why they're here. You know, Rayray, he has been on a tear on the loser side, you know, getting his run back on Punk on top of that. Having to fight Escalante to get into grand finals when Escalante is at a moment where he's probably the hungriest he's ever been and playing the best he's ever been. And when you face up against someone like that, who's also someone that you play against all the time, it's not easy. But he's kept his composure time and time again. Now what I want to see is if he can go from playing against the style of Morrigan from Escalante and then being able to fight Jason's Morrigan and not get mixed up by their differences in style.
Yeah, very, very true. Like we said, Jason is definitely a Morrigan specialist here. He has a great Vergil, has a great Doom, but Morrigan is the key to the puzzle, and I know that Ray understands that. The one time that I've seen these two play, Ray, on every single touch of Morrigan, he X-Factored. So I'm expecting to see more of that. Yeah, I know that Ray is confident enough at his ability to control Vergil. It doesn't matter how much control you exert. It doesn't matter how much you know the matchup. Bullet hell is bullet hell. So you have to neutralize the threat. I know that Rayray understands the game plan. He's going to be coming in clear. And Jason knows that Ray knows. He's got to be careful. Spending your resources to save Morrigan is going to be the crucial thing here.
We will see, though. I am excited, but let's take a look at our bracket. All the action we watched today. Jason, he took out some people on the way here. Punk, Escalante. Now he's going to be going up against Rayray. We've talked about his run yesterday and how strong it was. But this loser's run, though, that Rayray did as well, not enough damage. Romora, the run back on Punk, and then Escalante. That is a lot of heavy hitters to play without ever even being in grand finals yet. Like, holy crap.
I mean, that's the thing, too, is decision fatigue is a really real thing in Marvel because of how fast you have to make decisions and how long you have to make decisions. Every single set that Jason Game Dev has played in this tournament, except for one, has been 3-2. He's played the maximum possible amount of games. I'm exhausted just thinking about playing that much Marvel. And Jason has been able to stay on point, keep his edges sharp the entire time. That is an unbelievable feat.
Yeah,
again,
exactly.
Every set except for one, the entire tournament, Game 5.
That's a lot of Marvel. That's a lot of Marvel. And like with the characters that he uses, that's a lot of work on the wrist.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of work.
Absolutely. I mean, he takes good care of himself, though. A lot of times you'll see Jason, he's got the wrist straps on when it comes to in-between things. Take care of your hands, whether you're playing FPS, is where you're playing fighting games, anything to come through. You're going to need your hands after we're done playing the games here. I know we're going to be in the retirement home here playing Marvel still, but make sure you guys take care of yourself. That's really important, seriously.
Definitely. We got a lot of cool, people in the community who teach and share content on good stretches you can do. 1 HP, they're awesome with that.
Yes.
Shows you stretches you can even do at home at your desk right now, like stuff that is just going to be better for you in the long run. Definitely check them out too.
Yeah, it's really, really important. You got to take care of yourself. And these two, oh man, I just can't say enough. This is kind of the old guard versus the up-and-comer. Jason has always been playing, but he's really found his place. He's found his place this year. Ray has always been looking down from the top. Jason is looking to put himself on that Mount Rushmore of CEO champions, dude.
Let's go. I'm so proud of him for getting this far.
Yes.
And he's in a great position on the winner's side. That means Rayray has to reset this bracket to win. He's obviously done it before. We've seen it. But Jason has a golden opportunity right now to be our CEO 2021 champion. And I'm not going to lie, that would be extremely hype, but we're professional commentators, and we're going to have the most unbiased commentary for this grand final.
Of course. Listen, I gotta keep it on the straight and narrow here, but here we go. From the winner's side, it's going to be Jason Game Dev. Rayray coming from the losers.
We made it.
Dude, it's been a long road here through everything that has gone on. Parsec era, traveling with TNS. It's come down to CEO, the first major offline tournament. Who's getting a belt?
Well, we're gonna find out. It looks like a decent start here for Jason, already getting a lot of damage on Magneto. But we know Rayray is not afraid to play with Magneto when he's low on life. That movement is a life bar in and of itself.
Yeah, he's able to get the first hit there. Coming through with the Soul Drain, does a little bit of extra damage here, takes a little bit of extra meter, but Ray is going to spend the 2 meters to clear himself out, get Dr. Doom in. He's going to look for that butter gun early on.
Oh, and just comes down with the M, but couldn't quite get the conversion this time. That would have been really, really good for Rayray, but he's just staying neutral right now. You know, you don't have to overextend if your initial combo doesn't work. That's how you lose in scramble situations.
Yeah, absolutely. She'll come down with a shell kick in a hurry, so you've got to be so careful here. Jason loves to go for the raw attack there, so we need to be a little more careful for that. Ray's got to position in a way where he can cover it, but no, Jason covers himself with the fireball so well. So with that structured as well as it was, it's going to be Jason Game Dev just trying to build up the meter while he can. He catches a foot dive and then the low to follow up. Rayray is going to take first blood here on characters, and it took half the game time.
Yup, they are waiting. They are working for these hits right now. But finally, one character down, half the game later, and Magneto is back in because Rayray definitely wants to keep the rush down going. Drones and Magneto, the PB&J of the team. X Factor, I need to get Doom out because, I mean, he has to be wary of the incoming level 3, but it's not even going to be a problem. Yeah. Not even. I like him going for that slow, like, super jump up to kind of make Jason guess, oh, is he actually going to try to meaty me? I know he knows I have 3 meters. That was all within the mind games right there.
Definitely a lot of gears turning on every single decision between these guys. So he's going to go Astral Vision, gets himself set up pretty well here. Ray, the patience of a monk, just stays standing. Recognize the fireball pattern was not going to affect him in the slightest.
Such a reactionary player.
And that's the most important thing about Astral Vision. Like I said, mitigating damage to your characters is important, but it's more important. Look at the meter. Ray has gone through an entire Astral Vision and more. Jason never even got to the second bar, and now Ray's to get the open up.
Whew. Rayray got a solid hit there, but Doom still saved Jason. The X Factor didn't get the pickup. This could actually be great for Jason if he can withstand the onslaught of Magneto right now for Doom to get some health back, but not gonna happen. Drones are there, Mag Blast is there.
Oh, and so much red life going off of Dr. Doom when he comes in here. Jason might want to consider spending the 2 meter to get Vergil in, but instead he's gonna fight with Dr. Doom, get the hit on Magneto. No X Factor on Ray. I gotta call this huge advantage for Jason.
Yeah, this is definitely what he needed, especially with Doom coming in next, where I think he's definitely gonna be able to get a good incoming mix-up because we got Vergil here with the swords. He dashes out pretty easily, only eats 1 missile, but that doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, the missiles ruin Jason's chance to get the Helmbreaker off. And now Rayray's DH'd into Sentinel to punish the assist.
Oh, but that's okay. Jason still has the Vergil. It might even be a better situation here. Fakes and tries to get him a hard drive. Rayray does not bite.
I respect the attempts though. Okay, he's gonna punish his Doom as well. Jason is definitely still in this. He gets the Helmbreaker and he gets X Factor. That's an easy conversion, meter or no meter. Tying it up 1-1.
And you can see the entire crowd there behind Jason in the shot. Every single one of those are active members of the Parsec community cheering on their champion here in Jason 1-1. And the important thing here is Ray is coming from losers. He's got to win the 2 sets here. Jason has a set to give, but if it goes to the second set, you have to favor the experience of Rayray.
Jason is playing so solid right now. Must be feeling good off of getting, you know, that last match into his favor after it was looking a little bit rough. That confidence boost right now in this situation, in this set, is really going to be, you know, so much more beneficial.
Yeah, got himself set up with the Astral Vision, laying down the covering fire. Here comes the Shockwave. Is he able to unfly? He is not, but that's okay, just a little bit of damage.
He's still in a great situation. No meter on either side, so just going to be playing an honest fight here.
Okay, Plasma Beam able to answer the assist a little bit. Jason doesn't want to overextend there. Had an opportunity for a mix-up, but would rather get the space.
Ooh, all the up backing right now out of Jason. Might want to see some answers on that up backing from Rayray.
Yeah, the chicken guard is definitely strong here. Tries to go for the super jump, gets himself into the safe space. One photon connects, a little bit extra damage here. Jason's Morrigan is in dire straits now.
But still opting to fight it out with her. He doesn't have enough meter to DHC. Might try to set up maybe a safe heart attack, but no, we're going to use that meter for astral vision. Try to get as much mileage out of this character as he can before she goes down, possibly.
Yeah, it's willing to fight it out here. Doesn't want to potentially give away the extra character. He knows that Ray is sneaking in, looking for that heart attack. He's sniffing it out.
Ooh, and then Doom eating a little bit of damage too, losing that much more red life on the incoming.
We've seen this exact situation before, though, except it was Sentinel on point last time. Jason has come back from deficits like this. Ray is exerting an impressive amount of control, though. And with Chip, if he can make him block a little more anything, yeah, now Vergil has to take an incoming.
Yep, level 3, Vergil's inbound now. Rayray's definitely going to want to put him in as much block stun as possible. And ooh, wee. I mean, it's so tough, right? Once you're blocking the drones, you're just opening yourself up for all the fuzzy potentials. And that's just how it goes.
So here we go. Jason taking a second, thinking about it. He's going to go to character select, slow himself down here. There will be no team swaps here from Jason Game Dev. We know what we get from him. This is his tried and true. Same with Ray.
Just needs a moment.
Yes.
Just needs a moment.
He's doing the math here. Yeah, okay, I like that.
Yep, the nod,
yeah.
Brain blast.
The FGC nod is the most iconic thing. It's too powerful.
All right, here we go, game number 4. Rayray potentially gonna reset this bracket if he wins this match. But Jason, he's gonna want to stop that at all costs.
Okay, continuing to lay down a lot of chip here. Jason looking much better in the beginning of this round. Magneto taking a ton of damage just from blocked fireballs here. 10 seconds in, Magneto worse for wear. Still looking good in the neutral still, trying to find his way in with the mag blast, looking for the normal jump height. Oh, and he's able to get the hit, and he navigates away from the missiles.
Oh no, he tried. Okay, still opening him up, still getting the kill. That's all that matters.
Yes.
He spent the X Factor for the kill. As long as he gets it, it's going in his direction. But Doom is out of there, and X Factor is gone.
Jason's just going to try and set himself up for the best Vergil momentum push he can.
Oh, the conversion.
Oh, losing Doom hurts so bad here. But instead, it's going to be a snap, which is even worse. Rayray is going to get the clean hit on Vergil. Jason, it's going to be up to him. His Dr. Doom is going to have to do it himself, or Ray is going to get that reset. And like we said, the experience of Ray, the longer the set goes, he just gets more powerful.
Yes, he does. And he just came out of that match with Escalante, so he is feeling extremely comfortable with this matchup right now.
And after the double tri-jump, Ray
with the X Factor still in his pocket.
Goes straight into the squeeze, and he's going to be able to get the kill. That is a reset from Rayray, and again, no pop-offs. He says the job is not done.
Ooh, Eddie Moo stepping up, trying to shout some words of wisdom here to Jason Game Dev as Rayray resets the bracket. And you know, we are getting towards the end of Grand Finals when my voice has said no more.
Yeah,
we cannot do any more hype.
I'll say it's been an incredible weekend of Marvel, an incredible weekend of just CEO in general. There's just no better way to send off Marvel 3 than with Rayray and Jason Game Dev continuing on. The entire crowd there, the entire Marvel family here ready to spectate this. And in the end, no matter who wins, we all win. We'd love to see either of these players go home with it, but it can only be one.
There can only be one. And you know what? Jason is definitely still in this because the reset has happened. We're back at 0-0. You know, doesn't have to make a comeback from that 3-1 deficit. We're in there.
Okay. Good movement so far. Ray avoiding everything. No meter gained pretty much from Jason Game Dev on that first Astral Vision. Doesn't really get anything from it.
Rayray's just been so good at avoiding as many soul fists as possible. Only eating the ones where he feels it's okay to do so.
Okay, good positioning so far. Jason, it seems like if
Oh my
God,
goodness,
dude.
so good, so good. Finds the
just
perfect try jump in between the patterns, finds a way to open up Jason after getting through all of that. It is so good.
It seems like the adjustment from Jason was trying to slow it down a little bit here, but Ray has no problem playing at that slower pace. Almost prefers it because he loves playing those long, drawn-out neutral interactions. He's super too early, wasn't able to DHC. There's a timer there.
Oh no, could not get the follow-up after that. That would have been really, really good for Jason. But now we're gonna spin all the bars, and we've got Sentinel in play. We're gonna play with the robot. Just kidding, Doom's back.
Attack back into Dr. Doom, yeah. I mean, Sentinel versus Dr. Doom is a good matchup for Sentinel if he has the right assist. Jason able to bring in the Vergil here. 2 meters. He's gonna look for that momentum push if he can find it. Expect an X Factor on just about any touch.
Ooh, that was almost dangerous.
Ray tried to back up there, came up for air, but unfortunately didn't really need to there. Judgment Cut connects. He can't convert from there, but that's okay. Still has pressure.
Yeah, the Judgment Cut has definitely been putting in mileage, but Rayray is so comfortable at the top of the screen, and Jason hasn't really been contesting him up there. I mean, it could be risky to try to contest Doom in the air, of course, but letting Rayray roam free up there might be a little more risky.
Almost was able to get it there with the Helmbreaker from Super Jump High. A little bit extra damage. Look at the damage on Dr. Doom. Jason's Doom is so hurt. Oh, and so is the Vergil. No, it's going to be Jason just down to the Doom. Rayray, one mix-up to go. He opts out of the mix-up. Doesn't even want to go for it there. He's just going to give him space.
Yep, just play it safe. Doesn't want to give him opportunity. Hit him with a foot dive. That's a huge throw, though.
Oh no, is Jason going to be able to do this, or is Rayray going to be able to hold on? Rayray still has Sentinel to hard drive out, so he has plenty of opportunities to escape, even with that mix-up.
Right, he has to be wary of the hard drive. Nice throw from Rayray. He does have X Factor, so going to be able to keep himself safe. No meter from Rayray. That is a massive throw. Only 3 seconds left, though. I don't think he has enough time.
I think he did too slow of a combo. Short rep, level 3.
Oh my goodness.
It's definitely not enough.
Over.
Yeah.
Wow.
If the level 3 animation is in the middle when time runs out, it ignores the timeout and lets the level 3 run through. But unfortunately, it hadn't started up in time, and it just was not going to be enough damage.
But great attempts. He was definitely trying to get as much out of that as possible before the level 3, just not in time. So 1-0 Rayray in the grand finals reset. And Morrigan already taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, mostly just from EM disruptors, a lot of different things coming through and connecting. Rayray does a great job of just controlling, again, everything below normal jump height. It's the Lion King, dude. He said everything down here, this is all ours. It's all our land. Everything the light touches.
Yeah, I mean, heavy EM Disruptor has a lot of durability. I love the way that Rayray's been using it, especially when we don't see, you know, too many of the ground soul fists out of Jason. But now Vergil is in. Interesting that he went for an X Factor there. I don't think Rayray was even going to attempt to punish it at that point, but let's see if he can get some momentum out of it. Ouch. Is Morrigan? Oh, okay, I thought Morrigan might have ate the super there, but she was safe.
It's a Morrigan assist, very, very quick to get out of the way for sure. And Rayray has a dominating position here on this second game. If Ray can continue to apply this pressure and play at this pace, I think we're looking at our CEO champion. Jason needs to make some major adjustments and in a hurry.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him in this set. I mean, he still has his entire team, which is definitely better than nothing, but the curse is strong.
He's got none of his team there. Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Jason. That was my fault. All right, two characters down, just like that.
It always happens. Next one in is Morrigan, standing heavy, able to get the lockdown, blocks the crouching light, though.
Ooh. Doom Beam keeping her in that corner, though. But Rayray said, this is, the block is hot. Let me back up and find a better way to open him up, in which he did. And that is going to be 2-0. One more game for Rayray, and he is going to be your CEO 2021 champion. But let's see if Jason can answer back, because he's been playing great all day. I know he can figure something out and maybe learn a little bit from the last match he played with Escalante.
Absolutely.
When Jason started speeding up his patterns and stuff like that against, you know, players earlier in the top 8, it kind of threw people off. I think they are expecting him to have this slower pace. So if he can keep that up, keep mixing up his style, he might be able to bring this back.
I definitely agree with that.
It's going to be tough.
I think a lot of that comes down to that. That and I think he needs to be a little more aggressive. Even leading out of the fireball patterns, I think he needs to pick the engagement. Every time Ray is able to select when they're engaging, it always comes out in Rayray's favor. Just like that, he jumps up and snatches him out of the air, but luckily the missile saves. Jason has a second lease on life with a second lease on life.
Missiles again, best
Jason
friend. Has
some crazy plot armor right now, is continuing to survive somehow. Wow, that was a hell of a 2 interactions.
Yes, missiles truly doing the Lord's work.
There we go. I like Jason trying to approach a little bit more during the fireballs, but look at the damage.
That was such a chunk of damage, beam after beam. And there's the standing jab launch, the classic anti-air.
So Rayray gonna get the kill on Vergil here. Jason's gonna have to do it without the devil. And the first one down, 2 mix-ups to go. Rayray is threatening the tournament here.
Oh, and there it is. When you're blocking the drones, you really have to let Jesus take the wheel, because sometimes it's just such a guess.
And now with this kill, it's gonna be 1 meter, spends the second. Jason Game Dev has made it this far on the back of the Morrigan. Morrigan is gonna be what has to bring him back into this. The level 3 to get out.
Yeah, that is going to hit Sentinel, so a little bit of damage there, but he's going to get stopped by the shockwave. Oh, that was chunky. Just need a couple more of those, a couple more, but there we go.
Doom is in next. Has to block a couple fireballs, tries to fly over, looks for the shell kick. Great defense from Rayray. Oh, getting pushed out by those photons. That could be the end here. Rayray still has his X Factor, and the momentum looking stifled. There's the throw. He's not able to get close enough, though.
Yeah, Jason completely out of the X Factor here. Rayray has his X Factor still in 2 characters. And Rayray knows what time it is. He knows he doesn't need to do anything. He just literally needs to wait for the next 30 Marvel seconds, and he will be the CEO champion.
That, or if he can build up the meter to DHC out, Dr. Doom will do a better job here. What a block. He gets the throw. It's just far enough. Does the hard drive connect? It doesn't. Rayray, 3-0 after the reset, is going to be your CEO 2021 champion. And look at him, straight to the belt, straight to the pop-off. Rayray.
Yep. He's like, give me my belt. This is mine. And I broke my mask.
He broke his mask.
It's okay. You can wear your belt as a mask, all right? Just wear it over your face for the rest of the weekend.
Look at him with his belt. You know he needed it, man. Rayray, another one straight out of the bag. Let's go, Ray.
Always ready. Great stuff. And wow, what a showing. Rayray had to fight for his life in losers all day. He got put into losers yesterday by Panda, and he had to run it all the way back. And we know Rayray is one of the hungriest players in the business, who seems to all right in some of the tournaments that he wants to win the most, except not this time. He said, we are offline again. I've had 2 years to hone my clutch factor, and guess what? I've shown up to play, and I've shown up to show what I've done. And here we go. He gets the revel in all this glory now.
And the crowd would say, you deserve a chance. And there's no better way to say it here. Rayray is honestly one of the champions of our game. If there was anyone to pick as the face of our game, I would love it to be Rayray. He's always done incredible things, top-level gameplay all the way through. Was doing it with Ryu at the beginning, man.
I know, right? You can't forget that.
He's just done everything at every stage of the game, from the modern game of Marvel to the past stages. Rayray has always been there, has always had the clutch factor, and it's so well-deserved to see him here with the champion, to raise the belt, to get the love from the crowd that he so aptly deserves, man. Rayray, a well-deserved champion, the king of Marvel.
And taking a look at these replays, it really just shows why he's our champion. Every confirm, every stray hit on the screen ended in damage, and ended in damage that mattered. Every time he had Jason in the corner, it was an open up. No matter how long Jason blocked, he was bound to get opened up. And that's what Rayray's game plan is all about. And
Agreed.
with time, it's only gotten finer. Just like wine, you know?
Dude.
So I'm super excited to see everyone back at CEO, seeing all the Marvel players bring the hype and show off what they've been honing over the past few years, thanks to Parsec and Tampa Never Sleeps and everyone holding it down for Marvel.
Dude, I mean, the community only keeps rolling because we have the amount of players, we have the amount of people watching. We have, I mean, Marvel generates an electricity that no other game can, and I'm glad that you guys are here to see it with us. So, but it looks like we have our people starting to congregate here. I do believe we're going to do a top 8 medal ceremony here in just a moment. But for now, while I have you guys, I know I speak for myself, and I speak for TNS, and I speak for CEO, I speak for everyone involved in all of this production when I say just thank you for being here. Whether you're here in the venue now and you're watching it back later, whether you're at home watching right now, whether you made it out and you decided you just didn't want to be here for finals day, or you just overslept, whatever it is.
It's fair. We started at 10. It's
just incredible that you guys are here for us and for the game and for the FGC. The wheels don't turn without you guys. The C and FGC is the most important part, man. Community is everything, and I love you guys so much. Everybody out there is my family.
Yes, we love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in and witnessing this top 8 hype. But that is not all the action that's happening today, because we're just getting started here at CEO 2021. Lots of top 8 action with Tekken 7 coming up next. It's been an honor working with you, Proxy.
As always.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
So let's see it as we bring our top 8 out, man. Tong Lee going to be the one to send it off, as it should be.
In 7th place, not enough damage. Also in 7th place, Ranmasama. In 5th place, we have Romora. Also in 5th place, barely, DXP Dedex Pride.
Marley.
Getting their
In
envelopes
4th
on
place,
site.
we have Panda's Punk. In 3rd place, we have Escalante.
Dang. You feel the salt.
Seriously.
You feel the salt.
In 2nd place, we have Jason Game Dev.
Yo, Jason, I want to cry for you right now,
Dude,
bro. I'm so proud
oh my
of him.
God.
He did the
And your
damn thing.
2021 CEO Marvel vs. Capcom 3
Hey,
champion.
look at that smile.
Rayray.
Can't even see it through the mask, but you can see it in his eyes. That's pure joy right there.
Rayray has been grinding just as hard as anybody else. In and out of the Parsec scene, always doing the most, and it is so well deserved, as I said. Marvel 3 is nowhere near done. This game is just getting started. It doesn't matter how it gets, it doesn't matter what comes out. Marvel 3 is the game for our heart, and we're going to continue to grind it. We're going to continue to play, and I hope that we get to see you guys soon at another tournament. It has been an honor, as I said, Persia. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible ride.
Just real quick, guys,
So
this is Jabari.
good. Had
I
an
just want to say
amazing
thank you
time.
so much again for
My
coming
heart
this
is
weekend.
so
You guys
full.
enjoying it?
I want to play some Marvel, and don't forget, Marvel lives, baby. We out here 2021 with some of the best matches I've seen in the last decade.
Absolutely. But for now, it's time for us to sign it off. Thank you so much for joining us, but please don't go anywhere, because you know what's next? We got some good-ass Tekken coming up next. I'm going to be in the crowd checking out some Tekken, and I hope you guys are there for it too. From everyone here at Marvel 3, everyone here at the entire tournament, CEO 2021, it's time to sign off for Marvel, guys. Enjoy the Tekken. Enjoy your night. See you guys later.